What that mean?
No, define girl's girl.
You're a girl's girl.
Define
so when you're
girl's girl.
That kind of mean you would choose a woman before you choose a man. That's what that would mean.
Yes.
You would? Okay.
Okay.
Okay, let's move on. Let's go down here. Your name and age.
Y'all gonna get it today.
Hi, I'm Shay.
My hands is up. Y'all go get this work. Hey, what's poppin' YouTube? It's your boy KiteZz here with my lovely wife, it's just Alex.
What's up, peoples?
Hey, we're getting back to catching up on all the stuff that we missed out on or we didn't get to upload. Unfortunately, a lot of the Twitch VODs, they expire after 15 days, so reactions that we did back then, they're gone. So, we gotta do them over, which is perfectly fine. I don't mind it. So, here we go. Today we're doing episode 55, Pop the Balloon with Arlette Amuli. Let's get into it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to videos that you like. Show support where support is needed. You feel what I mean? Okay, Arlette.
I love that dress. Cute color scheme.
Hey, did y'all drink water today, man? Y'all pray and read y'all Bible today? How dare you be on YouTube first? You ain't read your word, man.
Her outfit was cute too. Her a little bit too short though. It's still cute.
All right, y'all, before we jump into Pop the Balloon, I do want to say thank you to Fashion Nova for sponsoring this video. The dress that I have on today is called the Alex Bandage Knit Maxi Dress
Alex,
in
you making
blue
dresses?
slash combo.
I knew you had a side hustle.
Child. Get your gown today. Just hit me up.
Hello, everyone,
Coupon
and welcome
code
back to my
Alex52.
channel. It's your host, Arlette, and we are here with another episode of Pop the Balloon or Find Love. And we've got some beautiful single ladies lined up. Make some noise, ladies. All right, ladies. So we're going to be bringing out some single men one by one. When he comes around this corner, if you like what you see and he starts talking, you're liking what you're hearing, do not pop your balloon. However, if there's anything that was said, anything that you're seeing, whatever it may be that you're not a fan of, go ahead and pop your balloon, and I'll go over to you and see why you ended up popping. Are you guys ready? Yes. Okay, energy. All right.
Lot of women on this panel. Lot of ladies on this panel, man. I feel like one thing that has always been like a reoccurring thing on these Pop the Balloon panels is when it's the ladies line up, the conversation being more engaging. When it's the guys line up, I think the guys lineup gets more matches. And I just think that like guys get more matches, the girls have more moments, if that makes any sense. Yeah.
All right, so with that being said, let's go ahead and bring out our first single guy. Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
It's too
Bryan.
early for this.
Brian, how old are you?
It's too early.
41.
And what do you do?
I'm an aircraft.
It's too early.
The legendary top tier.
From the ghetto.
From the ghetto, top tier, baby. He's back, baby. Let's do it.
Mechanic.
All right. Now, what are some things you like to do for fun?
I like to go to lounges. I like to read. I like to write. I got a book out, The Perfect Match. I'm sure everybody know that already. I like to have a good time.
Let me know in the comments.
All right. And what do you look for in a woman?
Class, grace, ladylike, God-fearing woman,
Okay.
stuff like that.
Okay.
Nice. And
She
what are
gotta
some
be
deal
from the ghetto?
breakers?
And make sure I get this right.
Please do.
Multiple baby daddies.
Okay.
Can't do that. If you have multiple children, I can, as long as you're from one guy. It doesn't matter if you was married to him or not. As long as he's from one guy, I could deal with that.
Okay.
That's pretty much it.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. So we did get some pop balloons. Let's go on over there and see why they ended up popping.
All right.
Okay. We'll start here with your name and age.
I'm Sydney, and I'm 28.
And Sydney, what do you do?
Dang.
I'm an assistant principal at an elementary school.
Shout out to the kids.
And so why did you end up popping your balloon?
Just not my type physically.
Okay. And what makes him not your type?
Probably the height, even though I'm short, but
Dang.
I usually don't.
All right, y'all. 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Made it 4 minutes before the height combo got thrown in there, man. 4 minutes, y'all.
Just the height.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how tall are you?
I'm 5 foot.
Okay. Bryan, how tall are you?
5'7".
7. Okay. Cool. Now, is she someone that's your type?
Dang. Ain't got no love for the 5'7s? All right. Okay.
Definitely. Definitely.
Thank you.
Definitely. It's a shame you popped on me. You know, and you say only because of height?
Only because of height, because you look good. I like your eyes, your
Okay.
skin tone.
All right.
Yeah.
So what's the fixation with the height?
Just because I'm just so small and little, I want someone just big. If that makes sense.
You want somebody to tower over you?
Okay.
Is that what it is?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Over here.
All right. All right. His quirk is activating. The top tier quirk is starting to activate. Look, he already revving up.
Your name and age.
I'm Alicia and I'm 29.
And Alicia, what do you do?
I'm a content creator.
And why did you end up popping your balloon?
I think we're both vets to the show. I've seen you on the show.
Y'all
I
some
do
vets,
think you're a
for
little
sure.
strict for me. I do tend to date taller guys. And we've just had some interesting interactions on the internet. I don't know. You're a little spicy on the internet. You've said some not nice things to me. So,
Oh, to you directly?
yeah, I just feel like it was just after a catch up or something. We just had an interesting interaction. And I just didn't like the way you handled me on the internet. I thought it was a little rude.
So, Bryan, anything you want to say? And is she also someone that's your type?
I mean, she looks good, right? But I think I would pass.
That's fair.
The thing you're speaking about on the internet, you called me sassy in the comments. I really didn't appreciate that. I thought that was disrespectful,
Okay.
right? And I said something back to you, and that was pretty much it, really. But I think you're moving a little too fast. I really don't think you're here for love, to be honest with you.
Oh.
Last time you said you had your homegirl with you
Oh.
on the episode.
You're
I really
promoting a
don't think
book.
y'all was really.
Oh.
You came out and praised Stacey.
Ooh. Ooh. All right, but to his book promotion thing though, we gotta keep it a stack. That's not even the worst type of shameless plug-in that's ever happened on this show. We had a shorty come over here during the reunion and constantly plug her perfume, and then when Eric tried to call her out for it,
Yeah.
she got mad at him for trying to call her out because he said, like, I feel like that takes away from the show. Now, I don't agree with any type of promo on the show, but people gon' promo. Shout out to the legendary James, Gourmet Pies. Like, he was the king of shameless plugging.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, there's tears to it, man.
Basically like promoted your book. So I thought that was a little interesting as well. But I am here for love. You're not my type.
I doubt
and
that.
Thank
baby.
you.
I doubt that. But
That's
it's
okay.
cool.
We're not
It's
here for
cool.
you.
Oh,
Let's move on.
oh.
Your name and age.
Hi, I'm Alexis, and I'm 30 years old.
And Alexis, what do you do?
I'm doing well, thank you. So I'm a teacher by day and an entrepreneur by night.
What kind of businesses do you have?
It's a cold pressed juice business.
Cold press juice.
And why did you end up popping your balloon?
Outside of the height, you said you like to go to lounges, and I'm not big on lounges, so that's ultimately why.
Okay.
I don't know why y'all do this. Just because he's into something doesn't mean you have to be into it also.
You like to skateboard? I don't like skateboarding, so it's,
That's
that
like
don't mean you gotta go skateboarding with him.
No, that's like that one time when we was watching, what was it? Love Mountain. She was like, if you like going to the movies, you gonna have to pop. I don't like going to the movies. Well, dang, you ain't gotta go with the brother. You can stay at home.
So I can't like them movies?
Dang.
She's someone that's your type.
She's nice.
Thank you.
I would approach her. But, lounges as a deal breaker for you,
That's crazy.
I don't really understand that, but okay.
Farewell.
Definitely.
Yeah, that was
Over here.
I don't know.
Your name and age.
My name is Chanel and I'm 30.
Chanel, what do you do?
I manage a business, a birth and postpartum business.
Shout out to the babies.
Thank you.
We love the kids.
And why did you end up popping your balloon?
For starters, you had me a little perplexed from seeing you on other episodes. So that was probably the initial thing. And then outside of that, I think you're just a little bit older than my preference. But outside of that, you're very attractive.
Okay. Appreciate that.
And is there anything specific that caught you off guard about him, about other episodes?
Oh, no, it's just like the interaction, maybe like a little bit of like, again, perplexed, like a little shocking kind of shock factor with the way that you kind of communicated your desires or your like things that you're not interested in. So, yeah.
Okay.
I just want to say though, I can admit Bryan do be aggressive with like the stuff he comes out for and like the stuff that he says. But my thing is like he's voicing his opinion on a lot of stuff, and to call somebody sassy for that though, that's kind of like, all right, bro. Cause y'all did it to what's his name, Jay Fitness.
Yeah.
Y'all did it to Jay too, cause he got into it. What's her name? And the first thing y'all start calling that dude was sassy. He's sassy. He's sassy. It's like I don't know how you guys expect the dating game to progress where if a guy voices his opinion in a way that you guys don't like, it's immediately sassy. But then it's like also goes to the men. Like y'all gotta also understand that when a woman voices her opinion too, we don't immediately gotta go to insults. I think both sides need to just drop the insult thing in general. Y'all be too quick to go at each other instead of just listening to what each other's saying.
I think both sides are emotional and they don't want to admit it.
Oh.
Because to throw an insult at somebody that's led with emotion. Like, why are you so upset to where that you feel the need to insult somebody because of their preference or their likes or dislikes?
Mm-hmm.
If you don't fit that mold, child, move on to the next one. Everybody ain't the same cookie cut.
Mm-hmm.
No, she's someone that's your type.
She looks good. She looks good. I love the chocolate. I love the shoes. Everything looks good. I love the teeth. You got it
Thank
together.
you so much.
Her shoes are cute.
But get to know me. Ask questions. Don't judge me for past episodes. Don't worry about none of that. Don't worry about what I tell the next woman. Focus on what I tell you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So you could have been a match, but you didn't pop.
Likewise, Bryan.
Thank you. Let's go here. Your name and age.
Makara, 29.
And Makara, what do you do?
I'm a therapist.
And why did you end up popping your balloon?
It's solely just height for me. Height is a big preference for me, so that was just it.
No, we have to ask, how tall are you?
I'm 5'5".
And look at Bryan's face. And Bryan, now she's someone that's your type.
She's good. She's good. I just think it's a cop-out, you know? That's the first thing y'all talk about is height. I think it's a cop-out. I think it's an easy thing to say, oh, he's not my height. But if I was up here talking about your weight, if I was up here talking about the weave, the lashes, and everything like
I
that,
have weave.
then it will go
From my head.
I'm just saying. Just saying.
I'm not saying
If
you did.
A lot of people don't want to, like, this is an argument that I actually see a lot online, is this thing. It's like, with the height argument, I do agree. It is a safe way of saying, like, you know, why you don't like the person. It's like, ultimately, do I feel like height should be the deciding factor? No. Because realistically, I've met tall people who are amazing people. I've met short people who are amazing people. The thing that made them amazing was the fact that I got to know them. But it's like, I also understand everybody wants to chase that internet fantasy of having the 6'5" Adonis NBA player, whatever. But it's like, he's the average male height, like 5'9" to 5'7", like 5'10". It's like, those are the heights you're going to see from like majority. And God forbid you go to other countries. Other countries, their average height of their men is like 5'4".
Yeah, I think it's the fact that when people do this, they feel like because their preference is so what it is, they feel like the opposite person can't go and nitpick and be like, well, you talking about my height, well, I could talk about this, this, and this. Like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I think height is it's more than a fixation at this point. It's I don't know. I feel like people idolize height way too much.
Yeah. No,
and I understand it's a preference thing, but sometimes your preferences skew like the things that you should be going for in life versus the things that aren't really as important as you're trying to make it seem it is.
You can find a guy that he understands you emotionally. He understands how to be a leader. He can handle everything financially. He can be a loving, kind, like protective type of guy, but then you reject him because he's 2 inches shorter than what you want. That's like, I don't know, bro. I'll never reject with the height thing. I get what people say, but I don't think it's valid.
I think it was who was it? I think it was Key that said it. She was like, we as people, we visually eat with our eyes first. If that makes sense.
If you feel like I'm less of a man because I'm shorter than the 6 feet,
I didn't say that. You said that. All I said was I didn't like your height for me. That was my preference. That was it.
I understand. I mean,
I wish you well,
but
though.
I'm just, it's always the second or third one talking about height. So I just want to bring it to forefront about what's the problem with that. What's the fixation y'all women have with height, preference and all that. Listen, I got enough confidence and enough prosperity to be able to stand taller than the tallest guy in the room. You heard me? But you won't experience that.
I love that for you. I hope somebody experiences that.
For sure. I hate you.
Thank you. Okay, let's head back this way. Your name and age.
Jordan, 27.
And Jordan, what do you do?
I am a therapist and I own a small business selling hair care products.
Okay. Now, before we jump into why you ended up popping your balloon, we did have you on the show before and you ended up matching, but what happened?
We were not aligned. And I would love to elaborate, but I don't think I will without him here to say his side of it. So, but we were not a match.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing. So why did you end up popping your balloon?
That ketchup would have been crazy too.
So like the other lady said, I have seen you on previous episodes and I did find it a little distasteful, but I've never met you in person. I wanted to give you a chance. That's why I had it unpopped. But then I witnessed it for myself. The same distaste I kind of saw in the last episodes. To be specific, I guess I'll say, I think you say you're very confident, but when somebody brings up height, you get very defensive, which is not indicative.
All right, we got to be fair, though, with this. He got rejected by every single person over height. And this is not the first episode he's been rejected over height. And it's just a matter of, it's like, unless he goes and gets knee surgery, he's getting rejected over something that, like, genuinely most men can't change.
Yeah.
So it's like, I understand the frustration of it because this goes on to the point where, like, and this is why I get mad at social media that the way it is. It's like in high school, I saw dudes who were 5'5", 5'6", 5'4", 5'7", pulling tons of women. And they were pulling. But then it's like when I look online, 5-foot dudes, I swear they're treated as like second-rate citizens when it comes to the dating game. And I don't understand that because it's like, anything a 6-foot guy can do, there's a 5'7", 5'8" guy that can do the same thing. The height thing, it only factors into the most is like genetics. And a lot of people say it's about the intimidation factor. Like I said, I've seen too many times of just because you're a big dude don't mean anything. There's dudes that will still stand 10 toes and press it. Like, I just feel like it's not, I don't know. It's not valid to me. I know that there's gonna be people that are like, it's valid to y'all. I feel it, but I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's a cool thing to do that. But then it's like, all right, if the guys do bring it back in and say like, all right, well, I don't like your shape. People get mad about that. It's like, but you can change your shape. He can't change the height.
Yeah, I think it's okay to have the preference, but I think it's okay to also be open-minded to get to know the person also, despite them not aligning with your initial preferences as far as height. Because those are things, like you said, they can't change. There's obviously things that people can change in life. Worry about the things that they can change, not the things that they can't.
Right.
of confidence. And so for me, I wanted to hear you out because I did have a prefixed judgment of you, but I wanted to hear you out. And then that interaction kind of confirmed what I prejudged. So.
Okay.
All right. No, she's someone that's your type.
She's good. She's definitely a catch.
Thank you.
But, I think you was wrong with that. The fixation height that y'all women have, that's a
Don't
problem.
say y'all. I never spoke on your height.
You just spoke on the height.
No, I never spoke on
just
your
spoke
height.
on the height.
I never spoke on your height. I said what
Bryan.
you did on your previous episodes was distasteful to me, but I wanted to give you a chance to come out here and interact with you myself. I actually wanted to answer one of your questions, which is why I had my balloon unpopped.
But she just said, not trying to hold her, but she just said, every time they bring up the height, you get defensive. So would that count as bringing up the height? Do you feel like that?
When she said it?
Because she technically she did bring height back up into the conversation because she said
it doesn't exude confidence when you're defensive about height.
Right. So technically height got brung back into it. Not saying she said his height is anything of her, but technically height got put back into the conversation because she said height, right?
Yeah, technically, but
okay. That's how I was just thinking about that.
But you got, I won't say sassy. You got defensive with her, and I didn't appreciate that. And I feel like you were like that on the previous episodes, and I saw it in real life.
That's not you. That's a whole nother woman. So you're a girl's girl?
Define girl's girl.
Or you a girl's girl? You know exactly what that means.
No, define girl's girl.
You're a girl's girl.
Define
so when
girl's girl.
That kind of mean you would choose a woman before you choose a man. That's what that would mean.
Oh, yes.
You would? Okay.
Let's move on. Let's go down here. Your name and age.
Y'all gonna get it today.
Hi, I'm Shay.
My hands is up. Y'all go get this work. You go get this work. My hands is up. You go get this work.
Look at poor Sydney down there. She like, oh,
you go get this work. He's activated.
And I'm 30.
Shaylin, what do you do?
I'm a nursing student.
And so why did you end up popping your balloon?
I'm copping out. It's because you're short.
Okay.
And I don't like men that argue with women. All that going back and forth is crazy.
Okay. No problem.
if he was taller, he'll get away with it.
Is she someone that's your type?
She's nice. She'll catch. But then again, she's a girl's girl.
Keep
You
it
a follower.
cute. Keep it cute.
You a follower, love.
Keep it cute,
You
buddy.
weren't about what I'm telling the
Buddy,
next woman. You a
shut up,
follower.
buddy. Here you go.
Are you
Worry about what I
women
tell
again?
you.
That's
It's really
crazy.
not about being argumentative. It's about really letting you women know what's the deal on a national television show, YouTube.
We're not
right?
interested. It's okay.
It's all
Just
good.
take
You
it
don't
to
have
the
to be
chin.
interested,
Move
but you're
on.
going to listen to what I got to tell you after
Let's
you
move
say
on.
what
Let's
you
move
say,
on.
right?
Let's move on. Let's move on.
It's all
Nah, I do gotta call that out though. It's like he just got called sassy, all that other stuff. Like, come on now. He do got a right to say what he wanna say. But also when it's like, oh, I don't like dudes that go back and forth with women, it's like, what does that entail? Because if you say something I don't like and I say I disagree, is that going back and forth with women? Or is
Yes. Anytime a man has a rebuttal to anything that a woman says, it's going back and forth, which is unfortunate because I feel like, how are we supposed to have the dialogue? How are we supposed to have the conversation? How are we supposed to understand each other if we're not having a back and forth? And it doesn't necessarily mean like we're arguing or anything like that, but it's like you have a point that you want to be made, and I have a point that I want to be made. Simple as that. If a man saying how he feels is considered going back and forth and sassy, then at that point you just don't need to be around no men because they got a voice just like how we got a voice.
Yeah,
and vice versa.
I feel like we're using I feel like everybody's using back and forth in the wrong context.
Yeah.
Like when I hear back and forth, that means I'm arguing with you. Like I'm really going at you. Like, no, listen, you gonna listen, blah blah blah. You gonna do this. But if I say like I disagree with you and this is why, then that's more of just like we're just having the conversation. Back and forth. I feel like when I start labeling stuff back and forth or tit for tat, that means that we're really getting to that point where it's I'm trying to prove you wrong right now. I don't care. You get what I'm saying?
But the ladies feel like that's what Bryan is doing.
Okay.
They feel like he's going back and forth because his tone and his demeanor when having the conversation, if you notice how his energy shifted from the first lady down to when he started getting to all the other, after Alyssa, that was it. Mm-hmm. That was it. Everything was off the table. That you know. So, amen. I don't know.
Fair game.
All right. Your name and age.
Let us know what y'all
I'm
define
Ty,
as back and
27.
forth.
How you doing?
Ty, what do you do?
I'm an entrepreneur. I'm the owner of Fat Bar. I'm a lash tech. I do everything esthetician field, basically.
Okay.
And why did you end up popping your balloon?
It's the height. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
No problem. No problem. It's all good.
Is she someone that's your type?
Not really. You know what I mean? But she's good. You know what I mean? She's all right. You know, I don't really like the weave. I don't like the lashes. I don't really like all that.
So what's the difference?
I like
of
to keep
the
it
height
natural.
thing?
You know.
What's the difference?
What's the difference with what?
Of a girl saying she don't want you for your height, and then you don't want
It's
me
just
'cause I
it's just
got
the same
weave and
fixation
lashes?
that y'all use in every episode.
So
That's
it's the
really
same
all it's
fixation
about.
of
I don't really
lash
care
and
about
weave. Next,
I don't
thank you.
I don't really care about the height thing. I really
Next,
don't.
thank
Because
you.
I'm confident about
Let's
that.
move.
But
Nah.
Height is something you can't change. Wearing weaves, wigs, and lashes is something you can change.
I will
That's the
say
difference.
this. I will say this. What I don't rock when people dismiss conversations after they say they point. I don't like that at all. I don't like when people go, so this is the point I'm making towards you. All right, let's move on. It's like, that's not fair. Because you're not giving, like, first off, you're not God. You get what I'm saying? You're not above me at any point to tell me when we're done talking. Especially when you just said your think piece. And it's like, all right, move on. I don't want to hear what you got to say. I'm going to say this to you. I don't want to hear nothing else after that. It's like, who the freak are you? You're not my God. Like, if I got blessed with a mouth to be able to say what I need to say, I just listened with my ears to what you said. Now it's my turn to respond. So it's okay for your mouth to work, but your ears be closed. But I'm expected to have my ears open and my mouth not work.
Yeah, I think it depends. I get what you're saying. I agree 100%. I just think it depends on how the conversation is going, because if they're having a dialogue that she doesn't want, but he's still forcing it, not saying that he is, but a lot of people will probably say that he is. But if they're having a dialogue and she don't want no parts of it, I just think how she did it was kind of like, all right, well, okay, Bryan, I understand what you're saying. Respectfully, like to.
Well, look at how the conversation went. Because I feel what you're saying too, but look at how let's ignore everybody else's conversation right now. Let's key in only on their conversation right now and tell me if that was the conclusion.
Balloon.
It's the height. I'm sorry.
okay.
Yeah.
No
for me.
problem. No problem. It's all good.
Is she someone that's your type?
Not really. You know what I mean? But she's good. You know what I mean? She's all right. You know, I don't really like the weave. I don't like the lashes. I don't really like all that.
So what's the difference?
I like
of
to
the
keep it
height
natural.
thing?
You know.
What's the difference?
What's the difference with what?
Of a girl saying she don't want you for your height, and then you don't want
It's
me
just
'cause I
it's just
got
the same
weave and
fixation
lashes?
that y'all use in every episode.
So
That's
it's the
really
same
all it's
fixation
about.
of
I don't really
lash
care
and
about
weave. Next,
I don't
thank you.
I don't really care.
He said his preference. She challenged his preference. And then when in the middle of him starting to respond to the challenge of his preference, it's a move on.
Yeah, she didn't want to hear it because it's regurgitated now, because he didn't set it to, even though it doesn't make it right that she dismissed him. I'm just saying why, in my opinion, why she ended up doing it the way that she did is because he regurgitated the same thing from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, it, like I said, but it still don't make it right that she did it how she did it.
But then I'd say to that, right? In an understanding of, if you know that was going to be the regurgitated answer, why did you challenge him? You get what I'm saying? That's like if you bring up the color red in a conversation, I'm going to go on a rant about how I don't like red. And you've heard me have that rant about red 5 times.
Yeah.
You're the 6th person.
Yeah.
And I say, yeah, man, I just don't like red. But why don't you like red? And then as soon as I start saying, I don't like red, but I heard it before. It's like, then why did you ask me to begin with? You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's all I'm pointing out with. It's like, I get he's been regurgitating the point and she don't want to have the conversation. But it's like, you don't ask somebody a question and then because you feel like they're going to say the same response, it's all right, move on. But you just asked me a question though. Don't ask me if you don't want me to talk.
She had asked, what's the difference between the hair and the weave versus the height thing? Which, yeah, I see both sides in it.
Yeah. There's no right or wrong though.
Yeah.
Let's keep it a stack. There's no right or wrong, y'all. This is just opinions.
That's their experience.
Yeah.
Care about the height thing, I really
Next,
don't.
thank
because
you.
I'm confident about that.
Let's
but
move on.
you know,
Your name and age.
My name is LaPortia and I'm 30.
You said LaPortia?
Yes.
Okay. And LaPortia, what do you do?
I have a lot of trades. I'm a veteran. I'm a cosmetologist. I have a CDL and I just finished school for cybersecurity.
Thank you for your service.
Well, thank you for your service.
Thank you.
And why did you end up popping your balloon?
I'm not interested.
Yeah, she got the memo.
What is it? May I ask?
I don't really want to like have an argument with you. I just don't like the way you speak to other women.
There we go again. A girl's girl.
That's fine.
Girl's girl.
Bryan,
I don't really
dragging
like the box eyebrows.
Okay.
So
They're not for you.
But you know, they definitely not for me, baby.
Exactly.
You hear me?
Your name and age?
My name is Annalicious. I'm 28 years old, and I work for Dynasty Financial Services.
Okay.
And why did you end up popping your balloon?
So I've listened to all these people. If I was your woman by your side, I'm kind of getting cringed. I'm getting scared. My heart rate is going up. So I'm just, baby, stop. So I just had to pop. Sorry.
No, you don't have to say sorry, baby.
Is she someone that's your type?
Not really. But where you from?
I popped.
Not really. She's not really my type, no. She's another follower, a girl's girl. You know, so
But
I
one
don't
thing,
think that's
you look
good.
beautiful.
Thank
I
you.
love the style, the
Thank
fit,
you.
snatched.
Thank you.
So you did a
Thank
good
you.
job and you work out. So it shows that you're dedicated to being a hard worker.
For sure. I appreciate that. Thank you.
She handled
like that little compliment. You
Nah,
like that.
because she diffused that.
Yeah.
She diffused the bomb real quick.
That's
She
how
said,
you shut him up real quick.
yeah, just diffuse it. But it's like, I feel like overall his segment, right? Let's keep it a stack. The first time I watched this, I was like, Bryan OD, Bryan tripping, Bryan going stupid. He need to calm down. But as I watched it again, and I start seeing like the micro things that are happening in the conversation, it's like I kind of get how he got to that escalation. You get what I'm saying? Because it's like, height, I don't like your attitude. Height, I don't like your attitude. Attitude, height. I don't want to go back and forth with you with your attitude. I don't want to go back and forth. It's like, okay, cool. The attitude thing was a thing, but it's like if you get rejected by the same thing 80 times, and then every time you start to voice your opinion about that rejection, everybody just wants you to shut up and move on. I would get frustrated too, low key.
Yeah. I could see that. That's like you going through something, and like people ask you about your experience or like how you went through it, but nobody wants to hear it.
Yeah.
No one wants to hear it.
So, do I feel like Bryan did too much? Yeah, of course. I feel like he could have just easily took this with grace, took it to the chin. But I think at this point, it's like, this is the third time he done been on here. After a while, it's like, all right, bro. Like, I'm getting tired of hearing this crap, too.
I think that's why most of the women reacted that way, because they have seen him on prior episodes and stuff like that in the reunion. Mm-hmm. But I do feel like in some of those episodes, like the reunion, even though he had that crash out moment with, who was it, Brandon?
Yeah.
Aside from that, like when him
Braylon.
when him and the young lady were having the conversation about the multiple baby daddies thing, I feel like that was a different light of Bryan that we didn't get to see until that moment. So I don't know. I feel like in some instances, like in some cases, like grace should be given, and I feel like Jordan did probably try to do that, but you know. Bryan, he confirmed everything.
Yeah. We can agree. He's argumentative, though. We can agree. He is argumentative, for sure. I'm just saying, like, now that I've seen this before.
We always trying to find you love. What's going on?
Now that I've seen it again, and I really look at the conversation, like, now I'm like, okay, let me look at it from my initial reaction to, like, let me look at it now for, like, what they are saying to each other for sure. It's like, he crashed out, but they planted some seeds to cause a reaction.
Then when he said, y'all gonna hear me, y'all gonna get it today.
Yeah, it was done.
That's when they all frowned up, like, who are you talking to?
Yeah.
It's all good. It's a miscommunication. It's misunderstanding. You know what I mean? And then they like to follow for the next woman and what she want to do and what she talking about. Be a woman. Stand on your own. Don't worry about what I tell the next woman. Okay. And it's really not about height in real life. They lying to you. They up here lying about height. They up here lying. But that's what we're doing. It's all good.
All right, well, Bryan, thank you for coming on. Let's go ahead and give it up for him, ladies. I'll take the mic. Thank you.
That same logic got to go for the brothers in, Bryan.
Yeah, true.
The men do it too.
All right, let's bring out our next single guy. Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
Hello, how you doing? I'm Danny.
Danny, how old are you?
I'm 35.
And what do you do?
I'm an operations manager for a 3PL company.
Okay, nice. What do you like to do for fun?
For fun, so I do anything from indoors, karaoke, cards or podcast, anything outdoors and adventurous.
Okay, nice. What do you look for in a woman?
I look for a modest woman. I look for a woman who is pleasant and easy to talk to. I look for a woman who is has her own personal relationship with God, and then also a woman who is a risk taker.
Okay, all right. And now what are some deal breakers?
Deal breakers would be somebody who doesn't have a positive outlook on life, somebody who's not open-minded, and then also somebody who's not emotionally intelligent. And I don't have kids, so kids will be a deal breaker.
Bro, you making me mad.
All right, so we did
Why
get
did
a
he put them
balloon
shoes
down
on
over there.
with that
Let's head on
fit?
over there and see why they ended up popping.
Dang.
Okay, let's start here with your name and age.
Hi, I'm Shaylin, and I'm 30.
Okay, and why did you end up popping your balloon?
Because of the height.
Oh! Wait. Yeah. Okay. Okay. It's like. Hit the button. Hit the gumdrop button. That's crazy.
All right. See, it's like after you see Bryan's crash out, this being the first thing you see after his crash out, it's like maybe he wasn't tweaking for it. It's like, cause come on now, buddy, like 6+. It's like, who are you looking for? Shaquille O'Neal?
And now is she someone that's your type?
Yes, absolutely. Very beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you. Got another one here. Your name and age.
Hi, I'm Ty. I'm 27.
And Ty, why did you end up popping your balloon?
Age for me. You said you're 35. Yeah. Gotcha. And then you're a little everywhere with the fashion. It's cool because you're probably like really fun, but just a little everywhere with the fashion right now.
I'm trying to be creative on it.
Okay.
No,
that's
no,
cool.
that's
cool.
not the day.
That was not creative,
brother.
Now is she someone that's your type?
Yes, absolutely.
It's not creative.
Dress, so yeah.
Thank you.
You do anything on there.
We did get another pop back over here. Your name and age.
I'm Chanel and I'm 30. Oh. Sorry, I just turned 30 in March.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thank you.
And now, Chanel, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
Well, you're really attractive, but you mentioned modest, and I wouldn't necessarily classify myself as modest. I'm working toward being that, but I don't think I'm so modest. Yeah.
Did you want to elaborate on what you meant with modest?
Just a woman who's not, just like on the scene or like being seen or whatnot. Just know how to, whenever you step out, you just know how to carry yourself or present yourself very pleasant.
Okay. Very much that. But I think like when it comes down to like my fashion and just.
I don't think Buddy know what modest means. Modest. Unassuming or moderate in the estimation of one's abilities or achievement.
Nah.
Amount of rate or limited, relatively limited or small. Modest. Personality. A person is characterized by a tendency of downplaying one's own achievements and abilities, avoiding self-promotion and boasting. Modesty often involves a realistic self-assessment and willingness to learn from others and focus on the needs of others. Okay.
Modest in terms of female.
Modest woman definition.
Yes.
Okay. A modest woman is one who dresses and behaves in a way that avoids attracting undue attention, particularly sexual attention. She may also be described as having a moderate or humble opinion of herself, avoiding vanity and boastfulness. Modesty can be expressed through clothing choices, demeanor, and overall conduct.
Yeah, when you constantly saying I'm a bad bee and I'm this, I'm that, and you got all that stuff going on from top to bottom.
Yeah,
that's not modest.
That's not modest at all.
Kind of just being free, like maybe even my shorts, like these aren't so modest. So
I mean, so like on vacation, that's fine because I get it on vacation. But like, just like on the everyday or on a weekend type of deal.
Okay. To be modest part-time.
Okay.
Now, is she someone that's your type?
Yes, absolutely. Very nice, very good looking. See, absolutely.
Okay.
You took
So
yourself
this
out.
is okay.
That's fine. It's fine. That's
You
fine.
sure about
Yeah,
that?
Yeah. It's all right.
Okay.
Oh. She said turn around. Okay, but I'll tell you, this was not the outfit.
if you said you want a modest woman and your shorty's cheeks is hanging out, you are not standing on what you just said, gang.
Because all of that just, what was the definition we just read? It brought
unwanted sexual attraction. Yeah, buddy, you're capped out.
My outfit just didn't arrive. It was supposed to be a dress. Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, do you want your balloon back? Or
maybe. Yeah.
Yes or no?
Yeah.
You
I'll
do?
take it back.
Okay, all right. Let's get a balloon back.
But he brought it up.
See, sometimes we just gotta elaborate, you know?
Yeah. You said modest. I'm like, oh, I don't really know.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
All right, we'll be back. Okay, we gotta pop over here. Your name and age.
I'm Alicia and I'm 29.
All right, Alicia, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
I did feel like the outfit conversation was a little like, I don't know if I maybe misunderstood you. IDK, yeah, I like to wear what I like to wear. I don't feel like everything I wear is pretty sexy. I think there's a scale, but yeah, like if those shorts are just for vacation, I live in Arizona, baby. It's hot out here. I'm like, wait, I gotta wear those on the regular, you know? And I just feel like, yeah, whether it's like gym clothes, sports bra, it's hot. I dress down a little bit sometimes, so. Okay. But you're handsome. I feel like you got a lot going for yourself. You're hot.
So he is someone that's your type.
Absolutely. But I don't know how well we would mesh if like that word of modesty is like one of like your real values. Like she said, I'm working on modesty. I think we're all getting older and maturing a little bit and changing our style. But I like to be a little sexy sometimes too.
Okay. Now, is she someone that's your type?
Yes, absolutely. I love the dress.
Okay, so like this isn't too short for you?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay,
It's
modesty
great.
I think is confusing the girlies. Now I felt like I was a hoochie to you. I was confused.
No. You look great. You look great. You know what I'm saying? You're very well.
You want that balloon back?
Give it to me.
Okay.
I thought like, okay, I won't count myself out.
Let's get the balloon
I
back.
don't know, bro. I don't
She
think
remind me of a valley girl so much.
I don't think people know what modesty means.
Okay, let's head on back this way. So I'm gonna hand you a pick now.
They know what it means. They just don't like it.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't
Hold
like
on to that. And I'm gonna
Takes away
have
from
you
self-expression.
pop.
Self-expression.
Let's go with 3 balloons.
You gotta express yourself without your booty cheeks hanging out? That's crazy.
Okay, 2 more. Uh-oh. And 1 more.
It's ironic. I think the irony is the fact that he said modesty is what he requires, and he popped the woman that was just the most modest.
Yeah.
Brody is a fraud, dog. Buddy popped the chick that had the most modesty. He frauded up. Yeah, he popping the modest
Let's
women.
go down there. All right, your
Buddy
name and
capped
age.
on his rap, dog.
Annalicious. I am 28 years old.
And Annalicious, why was your balloon unpopped?
He looks attractive. Now that you're closer to me, I don't think we would have been a perfect match.
Ooh.
Okay, why do you say that?
Just kind of looking at you. I'm trying to get that intense feeling, and I'm not really getting it.
Intense feeling.
Nah, she fried it up. She fried it up. She only saying that because he popped her. Fried it up.
All right. So why'd you end up popping her balloon?
Just not something I would go for. Typically, that's all.
Okay.
And why not?
Can't really say. It's not my type. So.
The shimmy.
All right, thank
it be
you.
cracking me
Then
up.
we did pop another one over here. Your name and age.
Makara, 29.
All right. And Makara, why was your balloon unpopped?
I just want to hear him out a little bit more, and he has very nice eyes. So.
Okay. And why'd you end up popping her balloon?
It was just more so. I love that you're very creative. You know, with your style, you have a very creative style, but it's just not my type of style. That's all.
That's what she remind me of. Babs. I love it.
Just, the style.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
That can be
And then we
changed.
did get another one over here. Your name and age.
Alexis, and I'm 30.
And Alexis, why was your balloon unpopped?
So first impression, pretty solid, and your deal breakers along with your qualities in women honestly match my deal breakers and quality in men. So I just wanted to know more information about you.
And why'd you end up popping hers?
It's just a height thing. That's all. Just the height.
Gotcha.
Okay, how tall are you?
I'm 5'9", without the heels.
Okay.
Yeah,
So with the heels, you're like...
probably like flat 6.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. And then how tall are you?
I'm 5'11".
Oh yeah. Okay. Understandable.
Yeah. All right, thank you. Okay, let's head on back. So we do have 5 ladies left. Go ahead and ask them a question.
All right, so ladies, where are you currently based? What are your top 2 goals for this year? Also, what's something about yourself that you think I'd appreciate?
Okay, we'll start there and come back. She's like, oh no. All right, your name and age, and then the answer to his question.
Hi, I'm LaPortia and I'm 30. I'm sorry, what was the last question?
What's something about you that you think I'd appreciate?
Okay, so 2 of the goals that I would have for this year is pay off my debt and start looking for land because I do want to own land. And then something that was there 2 questions or 3 questions?
So it's 3. So where are you currently based?
Oh, I'm in Dallas, Texas, sorry.
And 2 goals.
And then the goals would be paying off my debt and then looking for land. I want about like 6 acres. And then something that I think you would appreciate is just my authenticity, just who I am. I can't really change who I am, but just be who I am and see if you're accepting of it.
Okay. Thank you. And over here, name and age and answer to his questions.
I'm Jordan. I'm 27, a therapist, and I own a small business selling hair care products. I'm based in Texas. 2 goals for this year. 1, I plan on starting my doctorate's degree this year. And then I'm also working on my first book. So, and then what was the third part to the question?
What's something about you that you think I'd appreciate?
That's a tough question because I don't know you to know what you would appreciate, but something that I think is objective would be I'm very intellectual. I like deep conversation. I think that I can pick someone's brain in a positive way.
Thank you. And right here, your name and age.
We saw
My name
that.
is Chanel. I'm 30 years old.
I wasn't gonna say it. I was saying, I like you, Jordan, but we saw how you picked that. We saw how you picked that brother's brain because Gosh, dang it. Dang it. I wasn't gonna say it. I was gonna let her make it, bro.
Shout out to Jordan though. I like Jordan though.
And I manage and own
she had a bottle in her car.
business.
She had a bottle in her car.
So the first thing, I'm based out of California,
wanna go to the
Northern
club for
California. 2 things that I'm working on is getting a business started, second business started for nonprofit for youth, young African American girls, called Girl Sipp, which is like the opposite of gossiping. So we girl sip, and basically we have candid conversations about kind of like what the young youth are talking about, but the end result is like finding a teachable moment in it and ultimately providing mentorship for the young girls. That's really my ultimate goal, so I wouldn't add another one. That's the main thing that I'm focused on right now. And then the last question, something that you'd appreciate. I would say just my selflessness, like, and my ability to kind of like really connect with just about anyone, like homeless people, veterans, youth, pregnant women, like fathers. Like I'm like really like I'm like well-rounded. So I think that's something you'd appreciate. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay.
And over here, name, age, and answer to his questions.
Okay, I'm Alicia. I'm 29. I'm based in the Phoenix area, Scottsdale, Phoenix area. 2 of my goals for the year, I really want to prioritize wellness. That's really important for me. So that's not just like going to the gym, but like what you eat, a little bit of everything like that. Just what you put into your body and how you treat yourself. And also volunteering. That was on my vision board. So I've done it a couple times so far. And I really want to continue to like feed the hungry. That's a big thing for me.
And then what's something he would appreciate?
Big shout out to all the people that are doing community outreach, man.
Yeah.
Big shout out to y'all because y'all don't hear it enough. Shout out to y'all for holding it down, helping the community, doing y'all thing, doing y'all big ones, man.
And how are y'all doing? Because a lot of times the people that do community outreach, they're taking care of the community with who's taking care of them.
Exactly.
So we got to do our due diligence and we got to help everybody out.
Matter of fact, mental health check. Hey, man, how you feeling? You okay? You have some water? Hey, man, I know you guys are stressed out. The economy's going to crap. Our president is doing whatever the freak he's doing. The world is constantly doing
It's
its thing.
okay. God
Hey,
got us.
take a breather. Stop the video. Go take a breather. Stretch a little bit. You're going to be okay. All right?
And stop being hard on yourself.
All right, let's get back to it.
Appreciate about you.
I think I'm funny. I like to think so. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. And over here, your name and age and the answer to his questions.
I'm Sydney, and I'm 28, and I'm based in Texas, Houston, Texas. What was the first question? Where I'm based? Okay, my 2 goals. At church, we have a saying not to be a spectator, but a participator. So my goal for this year is, I've been going to a lot more groups, but now I want to eventually like lead a group. We have this thing called B group, so I want to be like a leader of that and have like my own little ministry. So that's one of my goals. I don't really have another goal yet because I'm pretty much where I want to be career-wise, so it's more like that. And then trait of me that you would appreciate. You said you like being outside. So do I. I just love being by the water.
Oh, your thing cut out?
It sounds robotic right now.
Oh, okay. You said that. I got you. Yeah.
Just being out in the sun. I ran this morning. I just like being outside. So just that outdoor thing you might appreciate.
Thank you. And then what about for yourself? What are 2 goals you're working on? Where are you based?
So I'm based out of Savannah, Georgia.
Okay.
I do have a bachelor's degree.
Georgia.
I just completed my undergrad cert in e-commerce. And then also right now,
Congrats.
I'm in the market to find me an investment property. So,
Okay. And then what's something that you think the ladies would appreciate about you?
so I'm very thoughtful. I'm very well planned. Any type of dates, any travels, whatever. I'm the guy that puts everything together. I'm also a good active listener, and I'm very considerate.
All right. He named a whole list. You didn't
Yeah.
just name one. Okay. All right.
sell it,
So
brother.
I am going to have you pop 2 balloons.
Oh no!
2 balloons. Whenever you're ready, head on over there.
No!
Okay. And then one more.
No!
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's start down here.
There you go. All the modest dressed women have been eliminated from the competition.
But he popped the girl in the shorts too.
So he has officially popped all of his moderately dressed women options. He has left all of the scantily clad dressed women, where if they all got hit with a random breeze of wind, their cheeks would be out. They can't bend without having to pull things over. If Shorty right here trips, everything's falling out. And he left it all open. So that whole modest thing, I'm going to fraud you up again. And I did hear the lady say at her church, I did hear the church girly, and she ironically is wearing probably the shortest of all the skirts.
With her back out.
Yeah, with everything out.
you know.
So my thing is, if I say that, y'all gonna call me judgmental. But at the end of the day, iron sharpens iron. So if I'm saying it out of love. She know better. That's out of love. I want you to be better in Christ, so I gotta say it. Cause if ain't nobody else gonna say it, then we all gonna fail. She know better. All right.
Here. All right. So why was your balloon unpopped?
I just want to get to know them more. I don't want to like automatically pop based off of visual, so I just try to allow them to speak.
Okay. But is he someone that's your type? Like if he were to approach you, would you entertain it?
Yeah, I would entertain him.
Okay.
Just I like for the man to lead, so I would just allow him to show me what it is. Yeah.
Okay. And why'd you end up popping her balloon?
It was just more so of, can't really tell you why.
No, he been getting away with this,
I think,
bro.
Be honest. Be
no,
honest.
so I think it was the distance.
Okay, yeah, that's not a problem.
I think it was the distance thing, that's all.
Yeah, Jordan is she's in Texas too.
Thank you.
But you didn't pop her. Oh, they're both in Texas.
She ain't freaked out enough, dog. That modesty thing was something he read online. He don't know what the word mean, bro. He want him a baddie. That's what he want.
I don't know. I feel like there's nothing wrong with being modest, but a lot of people equal modesty to boring, and it's not that at all.
If anything, I feel like modesty is a trait that everybody should go for because there's no negative traits to modesty.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's the thing that people don't realize. There's no negative traits to being a modest person. There's no negative traits to it. Modesty gets you in a lot of rooms.
Yeah, but for men and women.
Yeah.
Realistically.
There realistically is no negative trait to modesty because there's modest women who people deem as sexy. So to people saying like, oh, well, I want to feel sexy. I can't be sexy and modest. No, modesty, there's people that can do the modest thing and they still are the representation of a very attractive person. Mm-hmm. It's how you carry yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And then you did pop one more over here. So why was your balloon unpopped?
Oh, interest, definitely seemed like someone that I would connect with.
Okay, I see here. Why'd you end up popping hers? She got it back and everything.
I know, right? So it was a distance, with you being out in California, that's all.
I just relocated from Texas.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm there to stay.
Okay. All right, cool. Thank you. Okay, we've got 3 ladies left. Go ahead and ask them another question.
Ladies, so are you financially stable? How's your family dynamic? And are you fulfilled? If not, what's missing?
Okay. Yeah, he throws all the questions at you guys at once. All right, let's hear from you.
Okay, am I financially stable? For just me, myself, yes. If I had someone else, I would have to rethink about that. My family dynamic, my parents divorced when I was like 8. I have a stepmom though. I have 2 sisters. We're all really close. I'm the oldest. I would say I'm closer to my mom, but we're always together. My mom recently moved to Arkansas, and my dad and stepmom are still in Texas, and then my sisters are all over, but we're just all close knit. What was the last question?
And so are you fulfilled? If not, what's missing?
I feel like this year when I turned 28 in January, and I think they say like it switches like 28 right before you get to 30. So I think that's when I realized everything I have in my life I have, but something was missing. So that's when I started getting deeper into my relationship with God, because I think that was what was not fulfilled. So right now, yes, but I definitely, back when I, like last year, no. So this year, working towards that.
Thank you. All right, what about over here?
You would say all 3 of them again.
Yes, so it's family dynamic.
Are you financially stable?
Are you financially stable? And also the last one is
Family dynamic, and also, are you fulfilled? If not, what's missing?
Okay, my financially stable, yes. My family dynamic, I live kind of farther away from a lot of my family, and we have an interesting family dynamic, but I do say I'm a little bit more of a lone wolf, I'm not gonna lie, like maybe a little bit of the black sheep, because I just like to be authentically myself, and I'm from a very strict like Catholic family, so I kind of like to just like do me, and I don't need to be so rigid with how I am as a person. That's why when you were saying the modest thing, I'm like, what does that mean exactly to you? I feel like I was raised like that. And so I love my family, but I am a little bit of a lone wolf. And last but not least, am I fulfilled? I feel like not yet. I still want a family. I want to finish my degree. Like there's some things that I'm working on, but I do think I'm happy and like lucky with my life.
Right. Good.
Thank you. And what about over here?
Okay, am I fulfilled? What's my family dynamic and financially stable? Yes, I'm financially stable. However, I'm 27, and I feel like your 20s are about establishing yourself financially to take care of yourself and kind of live the life that you want to live. And I feel like your 30s are more so being financially stable for the future. So I'm financially stable for a 27-year-old, but as I'm entering my 30s, like one of my goals this year is to open up a Roth IRA. I haven't done that yet. So I haven't started preparing for retirement. But for a 27-year-old, yes, right? Family dynamic, can you like elaborate? You mean extended family or immediate family?
So like your immediate family?
Immediate family, I would say I kind of resonate with what she said. I kind of am a lone wolf. I come from a great family. I love my family a lot. I'm not very close with my siblings. I have a lot of siblings. I'm not very close with them. My mother actually passed away last year. So I kind of am, I would have to resonate with that, a lone wolf in that sense. And am I fulfilled? I like happily say no. Like I associate fulfillment with complacency, right? And so I don't aim to be fulfilled. I aim to I'm a very goal-oriented person, so I aim to keep accomplishing my goals. And so am I happy with where I'm at? Sure, but I don't think I'm fulfilled, and my goal isn't necessarily to like come to this moment of fulfillment. It's to keep growing constantly, so.
I was gonna ask that question, but she basically answered it.
All right, we heard quite a lot from all 3 ladies. It is time to pop a balloon. I know, it was tough. They all gave really good answers.
Oh no!
All right, so Alicia, what was your balloon unpop? Actually, you took it back. Why'd you take it back?
I think you're handsome. You sound well-rounded. Yeah, I'm just getting good vibes from you. So I just wanted to see what you had in store.
The vibes. The vibes, dude.
And why'd you end up popping her balloon?
Her response.
Okay.
Just kind of threw me a little bit. But,
it's okay.
Which part?
But she's great, though. She's great, you know.
What part about her response threw you off?
So you did mention that your family dynamic, you know, was you're kind of like a lone wolf.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think you know.
I felt the vibe. It's okay.
It was just that.
I'm not offended. It's okay. I get it.
No, it's like
because you sound like you're looking for like somebody who's like really strong in their family, and I feel like my friends are more my family, and like I have like a family that I've created more so than like my blood family being super close to me. But it's okay. I get where you're coming from.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, we've got 2 ladies left. Ladies, any questions for him?
We see y'all. Don't get it like that. We see y'all.
All right.
So you mentioned your relationship with God earlier. I have a two-part. I want to know what your relationship with him looks like on a day-to-day basis. And then I would also like to know what it means to you to be a man of God.
So I do read my word, I do pray, and I do attend church. Am I a man of God? Am I God-led? I wouldn't say that per se. You know, I am on my own journey and whatnot, so you know that's something that I'm constantly working on. But I'm not like far.
I read my word, I pray, I go to church, but I am not God led. And it sounds like you need to well, actually I don't know how far in his journey he really is per se, but I feel like before you start going on these shows talking about you need a godly led woman or a woman of God, you should also establish that you are led by God so that way God can give you the discernment to find a godly woman.
Yeah.
I feel like it's kind of contradictory to say you are looking for a woman of God, but you don't let God lead you. So it's like, if you're not letting God be the forefront of you, then how do you know if you're finding the woman of God? You don't let God lead you. So it's like, you're just getting anything and bringing it back and then be like, yo, God must have gave me this. But then it's like, I don't know, bro. Yeah. It's kind of, I don't know.
There's a lot of examples in the Bible of what happens when people don't allow God to lead in their lives versus when they actually do. Mm-hmm. So you gain more benefits being God-led than leading yourself.
Stretch on like that.
Do you want to elaborate before I pop my balloon? Because that is a pop for me, but I want to give you the chance to maybe elaborate on what you mean.
So I'll say more so, I'm not exactly, so I'm on the ladder, to reach God. It just,
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I'm talking about Jesus. Are you talking about?
Yeah, Jesus Christ, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm sorry. So, yes.
Because you went a little spiritual with me.
No,
is
so
that
yes.
You're spiritual?
Yes. So, no, not spiritual. I'm sorry, not spiritual. So yes, Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior, but as far as just a deeper connection with God or with Jesus, it's not entirely there, but.
Is there a yearn for that?
Absolutely. So I grew up essentially a PK, so, I did grow up.
So there was kind of I feel like with PKs, you kind of become an adult and you create some distance, and are you coming back? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, so I am back on the ladder. So I was, away for some time.
Understood.
But now, I am back in my word. I am back praying daily, and so.
Okay. Can I ask one more? I know I popped. Can I ask one more question? Yeah. So, what are you doing to fulfill that yearnment?
I mean, we're just that. Just praying every day. Just attending church service. Just being consistent with that. And that's about it, really.
Okay. I'm going to remain unpopped.
Okay. And why?
So I am Christian, and I'm not a perfect Christian whatsoever. So it's no judgment from me. But when I think about a husband, I'm called to be submissive, right? And so for me to be submissive to a man, I want to know that he's led by Jesus. I want to follow Jesus through my man, right? Like me following you should be me following Jesus. Right. And if you're not completely confident in your walk with Jesus, I don't feel confident being fully submissive. So.
Okay. All right.
Was she submissive?
No, is she someone that was your type?
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
Very well put together.
You asking me?
I said, was she submissive in her ketchup? That's what I asked. That's all I'm asking.
No, but that wasn't her man.
Okay.
That wasn't her man.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. We did get another pop back over here. Why did you end up popping your balloon?
Same thing that she basically said. I also grew up a PK.
That wasn't her man. Word.
However,
there's a place and time
I was the opposite. I still knew who my father was, who God is. I just didn't really have a personal connection. I was just living, I just lived in the belief in him, but not through him. God wasn't shown through me. And I think I'm at the point in my life, I just said, when I turned 28, it was lot of stuff was happening, and it was just like a breakthrough for me. And essentially, you know, since I grew up in a household where my dad wasn't on the same level as my mom, and eventually I think that is what caused the divorce. So I just don't want to be in that same pathway where I want us to be on the equally yoked, basically. But yeah.
Okay, alrighty. So,
Hey, I will say this. Hey, y'all don't have to wait for things to get horrible to turn to God. I'm going to just say that now, bruh. Y'all don't have to wait for stuff to get rocky to start looking for God.
He's not this random genie where when something goes bad, you cry out to him and he fixes all your problems right then and there. No, you're going to muster through the storm because you thought you was going to do it without me in the first place, but you're going to keep going. You're going to keep going. Call me earlier next time.
Yeah, y'all gotta, hey, stop only relying on God when it get rough, man.
Yeah.
Y'all better start talking to him when it's in the good.
Yeah.
Do you understand what they're saying? Or
Absolutely.
Okay. And now is she someone that's your type?
Yes, I love the hair, I love the eyes.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right, thank you. Well, that's all the balloons popped, unfortunately, but thank you so much for coming on. Let's give it up for him, ladies.
It was the shoes.
It was the shoes, man.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, let's bring out our next single guy.
Jordan's dress made me so mad this whole episode.
Hello,
Those
welcome
strings.
in.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
How you guys doing?
Okay, what's your name?
Lamar.
Lamar, how old are you?
I'm 33.
And what do you do?
So I work in education,
Can't educate.
and I'm a photographer.
Okay, nice. What are some things you like to do for fun?
I like to snowboard. I like to ride motorcycles. I like to travel. I like to go.
Did you see how many?
Dang it, Alex.
Did you see how many flashes he had?
Yo, lock in, twin.
He had like 3 of them.
She said, "Why your Instagram name so long?"
Why y'all do that?
They call me they underscore call me underscore handsome underscore.
Bro,
Country.
stop doing that.
I like to go to basketball games, football games, anything that's fun and gets me to enjoy life.
Nice, nice. Now, what are some things you look for in a woman?
I look for someone that's very sweet, someone's very genuine, wholesome, that's not outside showing their body. I like a classy woman. Yeah.
Okay. And what are some deal breakers?
Kids is a deal breaker for me. I would like to start a family with someone that doesn't have kids, and yeah, and then someone that's mean, someone that's not genuine, someone that isn't open-minded, someone that doesn't like to travel, doesn't like to have fun, be spontaneous.
All right. Nice. So we did get some pop balloons. Let's go on over there and see why they ended up popping.
What?
All right, let's start here with your name and age.
What?
His jacket pisses me off, bro. Because that leather. Every time I see leather, I think of biker gangs. I just hear boom 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 boom.
Now, what's that one Michael Jackson song? Speed Demon? That's what I remember. But the one on the Wii, where they had the little jackrabbit using like this. Yeah, that's what remind me of. I like the jacket.
Chanel, and I'm 30.
It's not a bad jacket, no.
Hello.
And Chanel, why did you end up popping your balloon?
Just initial attraction. I think you're attractive, but just not my normal type. I would like a little bit deeper complected.
Bro! Go back. Why he make
Not
that
my
face?
normal type. I would like a little bit.
No!
Bit deeper complected and maybe a little less hair.
A little less hair. Okay.
Yeah, and a little bit more melanin.
A little
Whoa!
more. Okay.
Yeah.
I think my melanin look good.
I mean, the jacket is melanin, but
You like a
the
little
complexion.
You like a little darker.
He's darker than
Yes,
the last
very
two
much.
contestants.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, is she someone that's your type?
Initially, no, but you have a beautiful smile. I like someone that has a
you.
beautiful smile. You seem like a beautiful woman. Clear skin. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Take it one over here. Your name and age.
Hi, I'm Akira, 29. I'm a behavioral health therapist.
Okay.
And Akira, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
I think it was just the initial attraction. I didn't feel it, so just went ahead and popped.
Oh, is it
And
the
what
turtleneck?
was it?
To be honest, it reminds me of one of my exes, so it's like, yeah,
Handsome
no,
fellow.
thank you.
Handsome fellow.
So just
Remind me of my sister's best friend's cousin's baby daddy.
No, she's someone that's your type.
He was her cousin.
She's beautiful.
Who's her
I love the
cousin?
hair. I love the grill. I like the nose ring. She has style. Yeah, I think if I seen her outside, I would approach.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Your name and age.
I'm Shaylin, and I'm 30.
And Shaylin, why did you end up popping your balloon?
Because of the height. Yeah, I'm tall.
I ain't gonna lie, twin. Ain't no point in this shorty even being in this video, dog. Like, if I was BM, man, I would have been like, after the second time she would have said it, I would have just photoshopped her out.
Not Photoshop her out.
I would have just.
What's that big gap in between the girl right here?
It would have just been a Photoshop. I'd have just put you know, those little anonymous silhouettes. I'd have just Photoshopped shorty out, bro.
Chop 'em down,
Because
yeah.
you're not doing nothing for this show now.
She paid to be here just like everybody else.
Sweet, though.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
In the club.
All right, now she's someone that's your type.
She is beautiful.
Thank you.
I love the hair. I love the smile. Yeah. I like the dress.
Thank you.
Like the, yeah. I love the skin tone too.
Thank you.
You look nice. You look real good.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
And then we got one more down over here. Your name and age.
Hi, I'm LaPortia and I'm 30.
La Portia?
Yes.
Nice name.
And LaPortia, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
It's not. I'm not saying that you're unattractive. I just didn't initially get attracted to you when you walked
hey,
out.
look.
But we do have a lot in common. I ride.
Okay.
So I
What'd
ride.
you
I ride
ride?
a 750. So and
750?
I'm
Okay.
outdoors. I love to hike and I live in Texas. So you
Nice.
can't be not outdoorsy living in Texas.
Okay.
But when you came around the corner, I just wasn't like initially attracted to you.
I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How y'all doing out there, Texas? I hope everything's good.
Now is she someone that's your type?
I'm not gonna lie, it's a beautiful lineup. You are beautiful. I love the hair.
Thank you.
I love the dress. I love the orange. Makes you pop.
Thank you.
Yeah, skin tone, beautiful smile,
Thank
nose
you.
rings.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Yes.
Thank you. All right. Who popped back over here? Right here. Okay, your name and age.
Yes, I'm Alexis and I'm 30 years old.
Okay.
Right. Alexis, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
Because it's honestly just giving like best friend. We can go out, have a good time, the motorcycles, the snowboarding, love all of that. But to see myself as a future with you, not so much. So that's why.
Oh! Y'all didn't even have the
she's someone that's
conversation
your
with Buddy.
type.
What?
That's just your response.
No, that was to that for the pop. Beautiful woman. I love the jean dress.
Thank you.
Love the skin tone. I love beautiful, vibrant. Yeah, I love the skin tone. Beautiful face. I love the hair. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Appreciate
Beautiful
it.
smile. Yes.
Thank you.
Hey, you know what
Thank
I
you.
noticed? I noticed a lot of the guys when they display themselves with like gentlemanly behavior, like very like professional, kind, they don't say too much. They immediately get put in, I see you as a friend. So is gentleman behavior just that like disconnected from it now?
Because you can't chase me.
Oh.
I need a thug.
Thug!
Then we got another pop over
She need a
here. Your
thug!
name and age.
Sydney, and I'm 28.
Sydney, why'd you end up popping your
Did you
balloon?
use the dummy button
I think
on me?
initially I was gonna pop because you said you're.
Crazy. That's crazy. I was just about to take it back. I was joking. I don't know. I can't answer that.
I pressed the wrong one. I was supposed to.
Oh, that poor goat, man. That's
Education.
crazy.
I don't want someone in the same field as me. I know that sounds small, but I just don't. And then when she was like best friend vibes, it definitely gives like you're fun,
Okay.
but maybe like not my man.
So you don't like to have fun?
I do love to have fun, but it's giving like friend or just like someone I go out with or maybe like just date, not like my man, like about to be like my husband.
So your
type.
man, you don't like to go out and have fun and experience life?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah, he just put you in the stupid zone, low key.
They're not.
And I'm not
He's
calling
not
her.
their type.
I'm not calling her stupid. I'm saying he put her in the stupid zone, genjutsu right now, where your brain just turn off, the lights, every light goes on, but there is nobody in the home, and you just in there, and just gone.
I be having them moments a lot.
Cause he hit her with the. So you don't want to have fun? I do. So you don't want a man that you dating to be fun with you? I do. So you rejected me because I'm fun, and I'm somebody that you would date for fun. So,
yeah. I would react the
date,
same way.
not like my man, like about to be like my husband.
So your
type.
man, you don't like to go out and have fun and experience life?
I do.
Okay. Okay.
But he's trying to figure out what exactly
What-
about
yeah,
him
yeah.
wanting to have fun is giving friend instead
Yeah.
of like.
It's just giving like friend, like someone maybe I would just date and go on a couple dates but I don't think I would see anything further.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just the vibe I'm getting. But you're very handsome, very
Thank
cute,
you. I
very
appreciate
stylish,
it.
very everything.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
But yeah.
All right, now she's someone that's your type.
Beautiful. I love the dress. I love the heels.
I didn't see wedding bells when I looked
smile.
at you.
Thank you.
Skin tone. I love it.
On a couple dates with your friend?
You got freckles?
I do.
Love the freckles.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you. All right, I'll have you scoot on that way for me.
Okay.
So we do have 4 ladies left.
Okay.
Go ahead and ask our remaining ladies a question.
What is something that you guys like to do for fun?
Okay. Your name and age, and what do you like to do for fun?
I'm Alicia. I'm 29, and I like to work out. I recently bought a bike.
Okay.
And that's fun. I don't know. I just like to be outside, get some fresh air, but yeah, stay fit.
She's so innocent.
Like that.
Your name and age, and what do you like to do for fun?
Jordan, 27. I'm actually glad you asked this question. You mentioned basketball before. Are you a hooper?
I used to be.
Me too. Me too. Me
I
too.
used to
Me
be.
too.
Okay.
Celtics in 6.
So, no, I'm mad at it.
That's what I
Who's
like
your
to
favorite
do.
player on the Celtics, though?
Are you asking me a Jaylen Brown versus Jason Tatum question?
In general.
Oh, like all time?
I'll take all time.
All time? Kevin Garnett. All
I'm
the
not mad
way.
at it. Okay.
All the
Anything
way.
is possible.
Nah, I like when he barks. That's
Yeah,
my
yeah.
Kevin Garnett moment.
Okay.
But I like to. I don't hoop as much as I used to, but I am
Okay.
an avid NBA and
already got
college
the,
watcher.
Okay.
Again,
The
Celtics in
fraternity
6.
threat.
Okay.
The Sigma Alpha Sigma's coming at me.
Nice.
All right.
Thank you. And over here, your name and age, and what do you like to do for fun?
He said, "I'm a
Hi,
bark.
I'm
gonna
Ty.
take
I'm
a bark."
27.
You don't own a bark. You don't own that bark. I'm gonna do it if I want to.
Yeah, bro, they really trying to copyright a bark. Like y'all, the dog community, do they know that y'all doing that?
Celti and Shinobi would be offended.
Yeah.
Shinobi has the ugliest bark. Oh my god.
Bark. Dog sound like she in pain.
She'd be like, "Woe is me."
Then I like to do anything creative. So graphic designing. I like to model. I like to be outside. I also
Okay.
like fitness.
When you,
Get down! Stop resisting, dude! Get down! Well, Sergeant, I thought he had a gun, but it was a wallet. Ah!
say outside, what do you mean by outside? Like
I like to
adventure?
roller skate. I have skates.
You roller skate?
So I like to
Okay.
do some
I roller
roller
skate as
skating.
well.
I gotta have my helmet and pads on though. I'm not the best yet. I just got them for my birthday, y'all. But yeah, so
Okay, nice.
You're on the roller ring doing all the dance moves.
absolutely not. I
Are
want
you
to. I wanna
are
be
you
over
are you
there
quad
like,
are you quads or blades?
quads?
Okay.
Blades are cool too. You can go really fast. But
Yeah. Okay.
I'm trying to go
Okay,
back
like
to
quads
little
are
speed.
cuter. I don't know. It's like a
Okay.
aesthetic, I guess, with it a little
I just
bit.
I just bought some skates probably like 3 weeks ago because me and my friend we go on a regular.
See your helmets and pads with me.
No helmets and pads for me.
Oh, you're dangerous.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Thank you. And over here, your name and age, and what do you like to do for fun?
My name is Annalicious. I'm 28 years old. And
Remember when I got them skates from Big Five when I used to work at Big Five? I still got them, by the way. I try to be in the backyard with the twins and skate. They didn't make me fall. And I got a splinter. I said, I'm putting these skates back in the box.
Ain't wore 'em since.
Ain't wore 'em since.
Them skates still look pristine. Ain't got no type of battle scars or nothing. Them mugs got used one time and put in a vault.
Them kids that made me so mad. I'm like, y'all made me get a splinter. I'm putting this back in the box.
And I like to explore. I like to figure out the area I'm in, find new places, hike, all exploring kind of
Okay.
things. Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Dora the Explorer. Anna the Explorer.
Like that. Like that. Yeah.
Thank you. All right, let's head on back. We did get a pop over here. Why did you end up popping your balloon?
I don't think you're my typical type, but I wanted to be open-minded. I
Okay.
do like that you're bubbly, but I think with me, I'm a little bit more yin and yang. Like, I'm kind of bubbly and, like, all over the place, so I kind of like somebody a little bit more reserved. Like, I like your energy. You're just a little high energy. You know what I
Okay.
mean? And so am I. I think we'd both be like, all day long.
I'm very chill. You just don't know me. I understand
Okay.
we're getting a chance to, it's just speed dating, but I'm chill. I can adapt to any situation that I'm in.
That's fair. And I'm typically not a fan of long hair. I was just listening.
Long hair?
And but I do think you're cool. I think you have a good vibe. You're
Appreciate
super
it.
bubbly. And
Thank you.
I like you. I could tell you're artsy, just by your outfit.
Thank you.
It's
I
cool.
appreciate it.
And now is Alicia someone that's your type?
Very beautiful. I like the dress. Beautiful smile.
Thank you.
Skin tone. I just love beautiful black women. It's just, yeah.
We do too, dude. Black queens forever. Oh. I can't say that next part because people try to cancel me for that one. So
Who did that?
Oh, I can't put the username out there, but
you can. It's a public platform. You said it. You said it on a public platform.
I ain't
You're
gonna
get
do
blasted.
that. I ain't gonna do that.
I'm just saying.
I ain't gonna do that.
Yes.
Time and place. Time and place.
No, I'm just saying.
Time and place.
Okay, we've got
Time
3
and
ladies
place.
left. Go ahead and
Time
ask them
and
another
place.
question.
Time and place.
I'm just saying.
No, stop saying time and place. Time and time. Because he trying to get through his segment. We pausing on him because you want to play.
Time is a good season.
Time and place.
It's a good season.
Place.
Good, nice
Place.
little herb. Home
Time.
is a nice place.
And place.
I quit.
Thank you.
Black women.
No, because you just messy.
Yeah.
messy.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, we've got 3 ladies left. Go ahead and ask them another question.
What do you guys do for a living, and two-part, what makes you get up every day and do that every day?
Because my turtle need me.
Okay. What do you do for a
love
living,
you
and what
or
makes
what?
you get up and do that?
Okay. Jordan, 27. I'm a therapist, and I also own a hair care business. So I actually don't mind the hair. I think I could elevate your hair.
Just because you don't like your own turtle child, don't mean that I gotta not like him.
I don't like a lot of things.
Which is funny because you're the reason he's here.
No, you are.
No. You're
I'm
the
not
reason
doing this
he's
again.
here.
I'm not doing this again.
It's crazy. She made me get him, and she don't even like him.
But
Elevate. We like elevation. Yeah.
but what makes me get up? I'm super passionate about.
Where was the lie at?
I never said I didn't like
Go pet him right now.
Why would I go do that?
Because you can pet turtles.
No, I don't want to say I'm vanilla.
It's not how that works.
I don't want it.
Black mental health.
I love that.
It's a conversation that we don't have.
Not enough.
And it's a stigma in general, but especially in our community, especially with Black men.
Yeah.
Black men are not allowed to be emotional, and Black men are not allowed to feel.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, we saw that. We knew.
So you can say this, but
Yeah. But it's Bryan. He's an anomaly. So, I'm from the ghetto.
So we can say this, but then we can get in conversations talking about I don't want to say sassy, but you get defensive when blah, blah, blah. Like, you're saying this whole speech, but y'all literally went to war with this dude who was just trying to say he doesn't like how he keeps getting keeps getting rejected because of his height and how women use height against men. But because he said that, y'all all was like, nah, bro, I'm sorry, dog. I'm sorry. Just hearing this in the same video is crazy.
Emotional, and Black men are not allowed to feel, and especially just in our society. So that's what gets me up every day to be a therapist. I want to rewrite that rhetoric. I want to create a space where Black people, specifically Black men, can feel.
Writing that rhetoric for a long time.
I guess Black people excluding Bryan because you didn't open that door for him. I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. You didn't make that door available to him. So I guess we pick and choose what Blacks get it.
Can heal and that
Not
type
that
of thing.
Black.
So I'm
This
super passionate about that.
all
I like
right.
that.
Okay, and
It's
what do
like-
you do and what makes
It's like when I really watch this video over, a lot of the stuff that they did after Bryan was off screen, Bryan wasn't as crazy as everybody is painting him out to be.
He looked crazy because of the delivery of how he was doing it, but
I think he was a martyr. They martyred Bryan was a martyr, dog. Because as I watch this, it's like, bro, there's so much contradictory statements happening in this video. If I watched this video and then immediately came to this segment, I would have to put my hands up and be like, wait a minute, you just said. It's like,
makes you get up and want to do what you do?
I'm an owner of Fat Bar. It's an esthetician bar, I guess you can say.
Esthetician bar?
Yeah, so I do like multiple services basically.
Okay.
It's like a bigger backstory. I do it for the little girl, like little girl me.
Okay.
Growing up in Arizona, you are being a black girl in Arizona.
Yeah.
A lot of times you are the only black person in the room.
I
In
understand.
school, you're the only black person in the class, so you kind of stand out like a sore thumb. So it's kind of just putting on for her
I
and
understand.
everybody else. You know?
Okay. Nice. Nice.
And over here, what do you do and what makes you get up and want to do it?
My name is Annalicious and I work for Dynasty Financial Services. So what makes me up and do Dynasty Financial Services? The ability to be able to help people, change people's lives, motivate people to know that, you know, your credit score is not the all be all. You can
Yeah.
like always go work hard, fix that. And there's so many other resources out there to fix your credit score. So
Okay.
being able to help people is a big passion of mine.
Okay, nice. Nice.
Thank you. Okay, let's head on back up here. I'm going to now hand you a pick.
Okay.
There you go. I'm going to have you pop one balloon.
Okay. Sorry.
All right. So,
Yo, why did it sound like the balloons? The balloon said, "How do I get him before he got killed?" Look,
Oh,
y'all
she said you're good.
Nah, but listen, like, just don't look at her. Look at the balloon when she says it.
Sorry.
all right. So, why was your balloon unpopped?
That balloon
I was
was
giving him
talking.
a chance, getting to know him. You are a little like smaller than my. Like I'm a
Big
little.
at heart. Big
I
at
feel
heart.
that you do have a big,
Big
heart.
energy.
You're very bubbly and.
Yeah.
Wait, what'd she say?
She called him small.
And now she's someone that's your type?
Initially, no. But beautiful woman.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh!
Okay. So,
Stop
why did you
doing
end
what
up
I
popping your
do,
balloon?
bro.
I was just waiting for this spark of joy to hit me, and I'll just smile.
Yo, what the freak was
bright.
that?
Just waiting for this.
The tag on the back.
Okay. So, why did you end up popping your balloon?
Oh, it's her phone.
In the pit is crazy.
I mean, yeah.
Phone in the pit is diabolical.
Yeah, that's you gon'
Dirty screen.
Nah.
Moist critical.
I was just
All that
waiting
radiation,
for
you gotta
this
get it outta
spark
here.
of joy to hit me, and I'll just smile bright, cheek to cheek, and it's just not hidden.
I'm
But
smiling cheek to cheek. That's
yeah,
all. That's
I
all.
see it. You like just dressed so nicely. You look beautiful. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
We really appreciate you. Yeah, just looking at you right now, I'm trying to find it, but I can't find that spark of joy.
Okay.
She's looking for the all spark in people's souls, dog. It's like, come on, man. How about you have a conversation with the person and see?
No.
When are y'all gonna let this Walt Disney fairy tale romance scenarios go, man? They're not realistic. It can happen, sure. Nobody's saying it can't, but the odds of it happening, if everybody had if these were as common as y'all think they were, do you think that y'all would be single at 30s, late 20s, early 40s, 50s? Like, do y'all think that y'all would be single at this point if this Disney Channel fantasy, like, y'all ain't ran into them yet? Yet? You went to, let's think about it, bro. Like, y'all, the average high school has about 400 to 1,000 students, maybe, right? Those big ones got like more than that, right?
Yeah.
You ain't ran into them there. Then y'all go to college. College enrolls about 5,000 kids to, I mean, not kids, adults to like, I think there's like certain colleges that say like 8,000, 9,000. You ain't met them there. You go to a job. You're interacting with people every day. You ain't met them there. It's like, bro, where do y'all think they at? It's like,
Yeah, the spark thing is just a feeling, and like feelings fade over time.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Understandable. Okay.
Is she someone that's your type?
You're beautiful. I love the dress. I like the way that you're dressed. Beautiful skin tone. I like your hairstyle. It's
Thank
nice.
you.
I wouldn't say that I would initially, come up to you if I was in public, but you are beautiful.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you. All right, we do have our one unpopped balloon over here. Any questions for each other?
Yes. Well, do you have questions?
Um,
Not to say
You know what?
No, go ahead.
Oh, if you
no,
have
no,
one, go
no,
ahead.
you ask a question. Go ahead.
Okay. So I want you to tell me 2 things about you that are negative or things that you could work on, and then 2 of your best attributes. And I don't want you to think within the realms of a relationship in general, just
Okay.
about you.
So you said 2 that make, say the first one again?
2 that you can work on.
Okay.
Negative.
Okay.
And then 2 that you would say are your best attributes as a person, not a boyfriend or anything like that.
One good attribute about me is that I love smiling. I love to be happy. I love life. I love to see people come together. I love to bring people together if I can. I'm very creative. I'm ambitious. And then you said 2 negative things or that I could work at?
Yes, yes.
I think that there's always room for growth. I don't think there's ever a point in time that you should be stagnant. And right now I'm in a place where I'm very motivated. So I would say probably I could use my words better, being able to express how I feel a little more, which I think that's something that I'm working on. And then, let me see. Continue being ambitious. I think, yeah.
He didn't answer the question.
Continue.
No,
Okay. What's your relationship with God?
I've been going to. I'm building my relationship with God. I've been going to church for the last 4 weekends.
Good
My
for
sister,
you.
my sister has brought me out. I've been building more relationship with my sister. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. That's a positivity in my life that I need. You know, I'm always continuously looking for positivity, and the last 4 weeks, like I said, I've been going to church, and that's been giving me that. On top of, you know, my ambitions of just enjoying life. But yeah.
Okay. Do you have any questions?
What's your relationship with God?
I'm Christian.
Okay.
I grew up in the church. My mom was a very, very religious woman.
Okay.
When I moved out of my parents' house, I became a non-believer. I didn't believe in God for a long period of my life. I want to say about 5 years ago, I found God again, and I've been very serious about my journey with Him ever since.
Okay.
So
Like that.
I do read my Bible. I pray. I have a lot of growth to do
Yeah.
as a Christian. I'm
Yeah.
not a perfect Christian, but I am in
As
a
a
space.
as a person.
Say it again.
As a person, a lot of growth as a person.
As a Christian.
Okay.
I have a lot of growth as a Christian.
Okay.
And so
Yeah. Yeah.
She said, "No, don't. No, let me be.
Don't
let me be
correct
clear.
me.
Let me be clear.
I meant what I said.
Let me be clear."
I'm not perfect, but I am in a space where I'm very intentional about
Okay.
that relationship now.
I like that.
So I am gonna pop.
Okay.
Why I popped? Okay, so one reason I wanted to hear you out, but when I asked 2 negative attributes about you, you did say one. You said how you don't communicate the best, but the second one wasn't really. I'm really big on people being able to self-analyze
Yeah.
and being self-aware,
Mhm.
and your second one was kind of not really a negative attribute, and
Yeah.
it's kind of a deal breaker for me if you don't really know the things that you need to actively work on.
Okay.
Right.
But also, I am looking for someone who is a little bit more in depth in their relationship with Jesus, and
Okay.
that's no spite on you at all. I love that you're finding Jesus. I love that, like, I think you're so blessed for that. But I'm looking for someone who can elevate me in my walk.
Okay.
So.
I understand.
Okay.
Okay.
Now she's someone that's your type.
Beautiful. I like skin
Thank you.
tone. Beautiful smile. I love your hair.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh my. All popped again.
Not again.
Not again. Well, thank you so much for
Thank
coming
you.
on. We
Appreciate
definitely
it.
appreciate having you on. Let's give it up.
This is an example of when you come in and you do everything right, except for that last little not being able to say the negative trait. But you were a gentleman through the whole thing. You were respectful through the whole thing. You presented yourself very well, and the only thing that they can reject you on is for your height, or they friend zone you for.
I don't know why they friend zone that man though. I don't know. I really can't think of a reason why they would do it.
It's-
other than
it's-
they're not attracted to him.
But then they all say that he's attractive. They just don't see
Yeah,
him
that's
past. Like
yeah.
they're talking about, I need to see the spark, and it's like, bro, it's the dating game is just it's
the spark in the room with us.
See, shoot.
From ladies, I'll take the mic. Thank you.
The nail is broken.
All right,
Yeah,
let's
leave
bring
it.
out our next single guy. Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
My name's Eddy.
Eddie? Eddie, how old are you?
31.
Okay, 31. And Eddie, what do you do?
So I'm in real estate. So 31.
Okay, 31.
Yeah, we could literally just like crop her out of this video, and the video would not be affected at any point. Like realistically, right? Man, I almost grabbed a silhouette and put it over.
What? Why you make them that short?
And Eddie, what do you do?
See how it don't make no difference?
So I'm a 9 to 5.
It's still the same.
Real estate
It's still
asset
the same
manager.
content.
I also invest and own apartment complexes, and I also do some consulting on the side.
Okay, all right. Now, what are some things you like to do for fun?
I like to do mixed martial arts, workout, travel.
Eddie Gordo.
I learned Spanish as a second language.
Okay.
So that's pretty cool. So I'm originally from the Bahamas, so anytime I get a chance, I like to go back home, visit family.
Nice, very nice. And what do you look for in a woman?
So I'm looking for someone that's spontaneous. They know what they want. I'm looking for someone that loves God. I'm looking for someone that's ambitious. Someone that has something going for themselves.
Okay, and what are some?
If only you knew your future, Eddie. If only you knew the things
This
that
makes
would.
this segment even harder to watch.
If only you knew what was gonna happen to you, Ed boy.
Oh,
Man, life has many doors, Ed boy. Many doors.
you want gumbo, Ed boy?
Deal breakers would be, someone that's, I would say, promiscuous, someone that is like very materialistic, I would say, as well as someone that doesn't have like a relationship with God.
Shout out to Rolf.
All right, so we did get a pop balloon.
Hindsight
Let's go on over
is
there so much
crazy,
ended up
man.
popping.
If only he knew.
All right, your name and age.
Shaylin, and I'm 30.
And Shaylin, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
I just wasn't attracted to you.
No, she's someone that's your type.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
Thank you.
I feel like we could just cut all her segment out, and like this video would not be affected at all. She added nothing to the episode at all.
Yep. Let's head on back.
Nice.
All right, I'm gonna hand you a pick.
So stupid. Rolf only had
I
one
am
sheet,
going to
though.
have you pop.
He's the son of a shepherd.
Let's go with 3 balloons.
3. Oh no!
Okay, 2 more.
Oh, dang.
And 1 more.
If we
Okay, you can stay down there. We'll start from here. Your name and age.
Annalicious, 28.
Okay. And Annalicious, why was your balloon unpopped?
I wanted to hear more of what you wanted to say, and you look nice, presentable. Thank you for coming.
Appreciate you.
She dismissed him
And
so
why'd you end up
fast.
popping her balloon?
She's very beautiful. I would just say initial attraction. Initial attraction for me.
Okay. And what was it?
I would just say out of the lineup, I was more attracted to the other women. That's it.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Good luck.
Appreciate you.
Then you did pop another one over here. Your name and age.
Hi, I'm Ty, and I'm 27.
Okay. And Ty, why was your balloon unpopped?
I'm trying to give these brothers a chance.
Okay.
That statement might be debatable.
Well, she got popped on, I think, 2.
You gonna get this work though.
That's
Is
crazy.
he someone that you type?
No.
That's crazy.
Why not?
Y'all gonna get it
If Bryan ain't got no fans in this world, then I'm dead.
What?
If he ain't got no fans, then I'm dead.
Be quiet.
You gonna get this work.
Not physically attracted to you. Yeah.
Okay. And why'd you end up popping her balloon?
She's very beautiful.
He
I would
means
say
something to me.
I like a more natural look.
Then go be with him.
Thank you.
He means something to you. The freak. Bryan, come get him. Come get him. Y'all go write a book together. Y'all go figure it out.
He said she is very beautiful to me.
His next book gonna be the prologue. You gonna get this work.
You gonna get this work. How to debate women and pop the balloon.
And then there was another one popped
Y'all
over
gonna make
here.
Bryan
Your
go
name and age.
I'm Chanel, and 30.
And Chanel, why was your balloon unpopped?
We all knew I was going to pop, but I think that
didn't know
No,
you was
freak, we
going to
didn't.
pop.
No, we didn't. We don't know you. I don't know where you from. Where your grandma stay? I don't know nothing about you, honey.
We all know I was going to pop.
No, the freak we know. Is the knowing in the room? Because we didn't know what you talking about. Nobody knew what you was talking
Popped
about.
over here, your name and age.
Chanel and 30.
And Chanel, why was your balloon unpopped?
We all know I was going to pop, but I think that you're really attractive. I just honestly think that personality-wise, I think I'm really like high in energy, like just super outgoing and stuff, and I just don't feel like we would probably match. You seem very reserved and calm, collected. I think opposites do attract, but I just don't feel like we would be a good match.
Okay.
All right.
And why'd you end up popping her balloon?
Very beautiful. I would just say physical attraction for me, initial physical attraction, and then maybe just nose piercings.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty. Let's head on back.
That's
So we
cap.
do have, how many ladies are left here?
It's like
6.
2, 3 other
okay,
women have nose
go ahead and
piercings.
ask our remaining ladies a question.
So, what's one thing that you look for out of a man in a relationship?
We'll start there and come back this way. All right, so what's one thing you look for out of a man in a relationship?
I think one of the things that I look for out of a man is leadership. I like a man that leads with biblical values. So if you can't lead, I'm not going to follow you.
And what about over here, your name and age?
Akira, 29, and I would say similar leadership, but also communication. I like a man that can communicate his wants and needs, and also communicate what's going on, and also be able to lead me, because sometimes I don't always want to lead. I want to be submissive and be able to do that. So,
Y'all know disagreements in conversation are also a form of communication, right? So do y'all only want the good sides of communication, or do y'all want communication in general? Do y'all want the only say what I want to hear type communication, or do y'all want communication that's going to be just genuine through and through? Because it's like
Disagreements are actually healthy for your relationship.
I try to say that to people, but people be like, no, they're not. It's like, all right, I guess I don't have a
It
successful
depends on
marriage.
there's levels to it, obviously. Like if y'all, swearing at each other and doing that's at that point that's
I
flat out
personally take
abuse.
time out of my day to scream at Alex because I need her to know the difference in our power levels. So I scream at her at exactly 8:30 every day. I scream,
No,
sometimes
I be asleep.
You do be sleep. Hey, you know what? As I've been a married man and we got our home and everything, I used to think like those cartoons where it'd be like the husband up early in the morning, drinking coffee, staring out the window, walking around, doing a whole bunch of random crap. I used to think that was just like such like a weird thing, but like I really be doing that every day. Like our sleep schedules are so different. I really just be having like 5-6 hours of just nothing, like just to walk around and do stuff.
Hey, enjoy it. That's you time. While I'm having me time, snoozed up. You enjoy that you time.
One day she gonna come outside, and I'm gonna just be on the roof with a coffee mug, just staring at the sunset.
That's when I know everything is going to an end because he don't even drink coffee or out of a coffee mug. He got his own designated bottle. He don't drink out of random cups.
That's how you know something's wrong.
Yeah, bro. The freak? Are you using a regular cup? The freak?
Did I do something wrong? You don't even drink out of mugs. I don't know what's going on.
Jordan, 27. Can I
life-changing
say
experience.
3? I value them equally.
Absolutely.
A man
You know
of
what? Let's go. I
God,
was
and
talking
then
to
a
me this
very
morning.
ambitious goal.
I need to change. Forgive me for my ways.
Man.
I'm like, what? Oh my gosh.
Is that the sign?
You're funny.
Is that the sign?
When you start doing stuff you normally don't do, there's something going on. There's something going on.
Oriented man, and then lastly, a man that's not intimidated
Drinking
by
out of mugs, son, you're
a
wrong.
goal-oriented, ambitious woman.
Can I ask a quick
Drink hot
question?
chocolate out of a mug.
So, do you feel like that may be difficult in a relationship if you have like two people that are very ambitious as far as like having enough time to develop like a good relationship? What's your thoughts?
No, I don't think it's difficult, but again, for the right man.
True.
True that.
Oh boy.
Respect. Appreciate it.
If you only knew,
And over
brother.
here,
subtle
naming agent
foreshadowing
entry
is
to
crazy.
Subtle foreshadowing is
My name is
crazy.
Alexis, and I'm 30 years old. And the qualities that I look for is first and foremost an intentional relationship with Jesus, and then behind that, humility as well as leadership.
Humility.
Name and age and answer to his question.
I'm Alicia. I'm 29. I look for a man to be a very strong leader and also generous. And I think that goes beyond just you and I. That goes how you treat other people. If we have kids, how you'll treat the kids. I think it's a really big thing for me.
And over here, name and age and what are some qualities you look for in a man?
My name is Sydney, and I'm 28. What I look for, some qualities I look for in a man is someone who has a relationship with God. If there's evidence that he's bearing his fruit, because then ultimately that will be him a leader. And also someone with emotional intelligence and stability, and that involves like emotional intelligence.
I'll scoot that way for me. Okay, so we've
down,
got our
Eddy.
6 ladies here. I'm going to have you pop 2 balloons.
Pick wisely, brother.
Well, we know he didn't.
Okay, and 1 more.
I'm in my room. My.
Okay, you can stay up here. All right, so LaPortia, why was your balloon unpopped?
I just wanted to hear him out, see what else you had going for yourself and what you want. So,
Is he someone that's your type?
physically, no. I'm sorry.
Let me get that sound bite.
And so why'd you end up popping her balloon?
She's very beautiful. I would just say it's just a nose piercings. That's all.
Oh, okay.
Nose piercings.
Thank you.
Of course.
And then there was the one
You know, in hindsight, if you would have stuck with the nose piercing thing,
Jordan has one too, though.
that's what I say. In hindsight, if you would have stood on business with the nose piercings, you wouldn't have ended up in the blender, brother. You see, when you double back, that's when you get the problems that you get. You should have stood 10 toes, brother. Your core values, man.
You make me so angry. Why do you do what you do?
If you don't like me this much, then that sucks, because you stuck. That sucks to suck, man. You picked
over
that.
here. So why was your balloon unpopped?
Just
gotta hold
same as
that.
everybody. I just wanted to hear a little bit more, not judge it.
I don't like you freaking instigate. Or write a letter. Like, it's not going to change. Like, it's just
And why'd you end up
knew what you
popping
signed up
hers?
for.
Probably the hair.
I gave you ample opportunity to back out. You knew what this was. Do you want to go there? I did give you chances to back out. And you was like, no, you're who I want.
That don't even sound like me.
You're right. You said it in a thug accent. You crip walk when you told me that I was your type.
Y'all gonna stop incriminating me. Stop doing that to me. Dang.
She said, hey, homie, put this ring on the set, homie. Wait, I'm my mama. Now turn on that E40. I'm my mama. We finna go to the port on my hood.
Just because you can't say park.
I said
Do you
pork.
get a lot of statements about your hair?
That's proper pronunciation. It's pork. Pork. I'm gonna say something that's gonna hurt your feelings.
Go ahead.
There was a day you bumped your elbow on your door. I didn't care that you were in pain. I didn't. So there you go.
A lot. I'm creative,
Since we just
so I like
pulled
to
it all
express
out.
myself in different ways. So it's one of my creative outlets. So I change my hair a lot.
You're so disrespectful.
No, don't be offended now.
Alrighty,
Stand on
got
business.
4 ladies left.
what you
Go
wanted.
ahead and ask them another question.
So, can I ask two?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, where are you from? And do you want to have children?
Okay, where are you from and do you want to have children?
We love the kids.
Jordan, 27. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I live in Texas. I do want to have children. Can I ask a quick question?
About
what's
what he asked you?
Well, what's the issue with the nose piercings? I have one, so
Yeah.
I would like to kind of know.
I would just say the ones that I noticed was like more like the multiple. I would say.
Oh.
Yeah.
So they
Okay.
had like 2 on both sides.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, but I mean, you beautiful. You know.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And that's where she got him. You should have stood on business. You should have stood on business, buddy. Because, boy.
So hers is fine, is what you're saying.
She's gorgeous.
Okay.
Thank you.
So
Thank
am
you.
I with the nose rings.
Thank you. Period.
Yeah, absolutely.
Period.
Dang, get out the mic!
Thank you.
So
Thank
am
you.
I with the
Ain't nobody freaking ask you. Give a crap. Oh. Damn, you can't just let somebody else get the compliment.
Wait a minute.
Bro.
I didn't even remember that she did this, bro.
Yeah, bro. That was lame.
What the like?
I'm beautiful as well. Like, okay, and so
Fucking dirty Mac. This is my
what we talking
segment.
about? Y'all can't just y'all can't even just let people have their own individual shine. I'm beautiful as well. Okay, did we ask? Like,
She is. They're all beautiful.
nobody
But
said she
dang.
wasn't, but did we ask? Like,
Yeah, but dang.
you know what that response would be? That's when people reply in the group chat, oh, I want to go out too. It's like, okay. Like, then go out. It's like,
I don't know, man.
was you invited though? It's like, I'm beautiful as well. Okay.
Mine.
Did we ask?
Thank you. Period.
Yeah, absolutely.
Period.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
The whole lineup is gorgeous. Yeah.
Yes, they are.
Now he got to give all these
And
compliments.
then over here.
What was the question?
I forgot.
Yeah, I was asking where are you from and do you want kids?
Got you. So I'm from Knoxville, Tennessee, but I currently reside in Conyers, Georgia, and I actually want twin boys.
Kanye's Georgia?
Okay. Keep on praying, girl. All right. And your name and age and answer just questions.
I'm Alicia. I'm 29. I'm originally from Seattle area, but I live here. And yes, I do want children.
Gotcha.
And what about over here?
I live in Houston, Texas. I'm originally from Detroit, Michigan, and I do want kids.
Do you want kids?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
You love
And
the
where do you
kids.
reside?
So I live in Birmingham, Alabama. I'm from the Bahamas.
Oh, yes. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to have you pop one balloon.
Oh no!
Okay, so why was your balloon unpopped?
Oh, just wanted to get to know him more. Attractive, well-spoken, and just seemed to be a very ambitious, well-going guy. So I said, why not?
And why'd you end up popping her balloon?
Just very beautiful. I would just say out of the lineup, I was more attracted to the other
I held
ladies.
too much air, almost choked.
And this is the prime example of when you put that attraction on such a high standard, right? You think you're picking the golden goose in there, and you end up picking a duck with a shotgun. And now you're splattered all in the club.
You gonna run this video back and you gonna be like, what?
You had too much. What is going on with you, bro? You
Thank you.
I said I inhaled too much air,
Okay,
almost
we
choked.
got 3 ladies left.
I almost choked
Go
on
ahead and
air.
ask them another question.
So,
The
what do you like to
lungs.
do in your
Put me
free
in a
time?
bubble,
Like,
man.
you know, when you have free time, like how do you like to spend it on the weekends? You know, what do you like to do for fun?
Okay, let's start here.
I'm a part of 2 book clubs. I love to read, so I like going with my book club girlies. My friends, we love to go out to eat in Houston. A new place is always popping up. So exploring new places, new restaurants, my book club, and I also into fitness. I run. I recently did a 5K. Well, I've done several 5Ks, so that's like a new hobby I picked up. I'm also part of a run club, shopping, movies, yeah. And
Running is
traveling.
like exhilarating.
I think
And what about over here?
it's when you get it's like there's a certain distance when you run that your body just kind of like kicks into like a second wind.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't ever like achieve that because they don't run long enough. But I heard once you get that, it's the most amazing feeling ever.
Yeah. Like I heard, like once you start running, it's addicting.
Yeah. It's like you get like runner's high.
Yeah.
What do I do for fun? I play tennis. I go to the gym. I go shopping. Spend time with friends. Like she said, try new restaurants. There's always something new in Phoenix, and I make content, so I like do a lot of editing and stuff like that in my free time.
A lot of is.
Okay, and what about over here?
I love basketball. I don't really hoop as much anymore, but I am a big NBA fan, Celtics and 6. And I watch college as well. I also own a small business making hair care products. How I got into that was herbalism. I'm really, really deep into herbalism and wellness and holistic living, so I like that. The past year, I got into the gym, so like the gym has become a hobby for me, so.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Thank you. Alrighty, it's time to pop another balloon. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and pop one.
Oh no. Oh.
Okay, so Alicia, why was your balloon unpopped?
I feel like you're handsome. You sound well-rounded. You have nice lips. You're tall. I like your aura ring, so I know you're serious about fitness. Yeah.
All right, and why did you end up popping hers?
like I said, beautiful. I love your hobbies as well. I would just say I was more drawn to the other two contestants.
Okay.
It's okay.
Appreciate you.
Thank you. All right. Our two final ladies. Any questions for him? Okay, we'll start here.
What point of your life did you realize that you needed God in your life? Like, what was
when I was born?
I guess that moment where, when people like, what's your testimony? Like, what was your moment when you realized that you needed God in your life?
I would say probably younger, like when I was coming up, because, I had a divorce, I came up as, during a divorce. So I would say like that was really tough growing up.
They said when I came out, I didn't cry, so they had to whoop me until I cried. It's like at that point, I needed God, because it's like I'm getting beat on my first day out. Like it's just like that's how I knew life was finna be hard. I was getting beat up as soon as I got out the womb. They said I wasn't crying. And as they were hitting me, I just stared at the doctor like something like what are you doing? So it's
from the stories I've heard, you was an interesting baby. Is choking out your auntie and stuff. I don't know how. Your mom must have told me your auntie was trying to. She was doing like that goo goo gaga in your face or something. You was not having it, and you grabbed her by her neck. Your little hands. What's wrong with you?
I feel like I don't know. I can't speak for the baby I was, but I can speak for the man I am now. I feel like that is not a reflection of me as a person.
But God really helped me through that, like praying and also having like a good church family. I think that having that good foundation is really important. So, I would say like probably coming up around.
You think our kids finna be? They gonna have both
like
our
10 or 12 years
personalities. We
old.
could.
Yeah.
And then my other question is, you said you do like consulting and real estate, and then you have like something else in real estate, which is like your regular 9 to 5. So with all those things going on in your life, when do you make time for, when would you make time for your significant other or dating or?
Is you cool? What the freak was? Y'all saw that, right? I'm not editing it.
I saw something on your neck.
No, the freak you did. What's wrong with you?
Your own hobbies.
Absolutely. So I work 50-50 remote, so I can travel, if needed. Also, like the weekends, I get those off as well. So if it's, just flying out
Stop
for the
looking
weekend,
at me. You're a threat.
and I also have unlimited PTO. So, I just have to make sure I'm doing what I need to do on work. But, I have a good amount of flexibility, I would say. And for the right person, that's not an issue at all.
Okay, and then I'm sorry, last question. You seem, when you came up here, you were like kind of nervous, and you seemed like maybe a little reserved. So like, is there like another part of you that's like,
oh yeah,
I guess outgoing?
Yeah, absolutely. So I like to travel. I like to experience new things. I've been skydiving once, so I'm pretty spontaneous. This is the first time I'm doing something like this, so it's just a little nervous, but yeah, absolutely. I do some mixed martial arts. I like to play guitar, and I'm also learning Spanish as a second language.
Okay.
Okay. Sit down over here. All right. Any questions?
Yeah. So what does it mean to you to be a man of God?
Okay. So for me, it's, being in the Bible, praying, also having a good communication, with the Lord. If there's anything I'm going through, or if it's something I'm not going through, you still want to have that relationship.
Absolutely.
I would say one thing I do need to work on though is, being in church a little bit more with my job and my extracurricular activities. Sometimes I don't get to do that, but I try to make up with like my church back home in the Bahamas has like a online,
gang, is you straight? Is you good? Cause look, man, you done already karate chopped me in my neck, bro. Like,
allegedly.
We got to squabble up. You keep looking at me, bro. Like, what's up?
So sometimes I watch online, but I would say like just finding a good church home, I would say. And then, having the right person as well that's equally yoked, have the same, type of relationship or is going towards that, I would say.
Absolutely. Okay. Can you tell me 2 short-term goals and then 2 long-term goals? And I have a follow-up question based on your answer.
Absolutely.
Oh, Jordan.
Yeah. So short-term goals. Well, this year I did. I paid off my car. I also paid off all my loans and everything. So that was like a big goal of mine to just be debt free. So I'm starting, kind of fresh with that. And I would say by the end of the year, I want to just meet my savings goals that I have and And then long-term goals, I would say, I do want to own a vacation rental back home in the Bahamas. So that's one thing I want to do. Most of my assets that I own right now are like in the Southeast, like in Birmingham. So I would like to, do more of that. And then as far as like a relationship, I would say I would want to find, a woman that I can grow with, someone that can support me, but I also can support her with anything that she has going on, any type of things that, is she's passionate about, I want to be able to be there for her because, I know I'm kind of quiet right now, but, I'm really energetic, I love to, I've been told, I have a very energetic spirit, and a very supportive person. So I would like to find someone that, kind of matches that same type of vibe.
Okay. My follow-up is you said your short term for the end of the year is to meet your financial goals. What are you doing in your daily life that aligns with that?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm in finance. So like my background is I'm very numbers oriented. So I know like the approximate amount that I need to save each month, to meet that annual goal. So it's just, still having fun, still.
I'm not even doing nothing to you. I'm not even doing nothing to you. I'm tired of your bad behavior. Don't look at them. They can't save you.
Traveling, but at the same time, not letting it get out of hand to where I can't, like, meet my savings goals. That's what I would say.
Okay, I have one more question.
All right.
So earlier, I told you that I was looking for a man who's not intimidated by an ambitious and a goal-oriented woman, and you kind of commented on that, saying, well, how do you prioritize a relationship? I kind of want you to expand on, I guess, what is your expectation as far as a woman with a career, a woman who's career driven and things like that? Because your comment kind of made me feel like, and I don't want to judge a book by its cover, but it kind of made me feel like you're looking for someone who maybe is not.
Oh, not at all. Not at all. So for me,
as I watch it, there was a lot of signs that
Yeah.
There was a lot of signs that this wasn't going to work. Yeah. There was a lot of points that we probably could have avoided this catastrophe from.
I have my 9 to 5, but I also, I own some investment properties on the side. I also do consulting. So for me, having someone that has, something that she's passionate about, like that just make me want to get up and like go harder, And like if there's anything I can help with, as far as support or, helping financially, if that's my partner, something I can, have her back on, and especially if it's something that I can get behind, like as far as, if it's something like content-wise, like, content creating stuff, that to me, that's kind of off-putting, to be honest. But if it's something like what you mentioned, you said you do holistic.
I'm a therapist and I own a small business, which requires me to make content.
Got you. Okay. If you content for your business.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool. Yeah. That's not a problem.
Okay,
at all.
so it's not an issue that I'm very career and goal oriented.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yes.
So do you feel like where you at right now in your business, that you have that time to, devote to a relationship?
I do, for a equally ambitious man. Like I'm not the type of person that's gonna text you all day or things like that. If you're equally ambitious as me and that aligns, I think we can prioritize the relationship together. But again, I am goal oriented.
Okay. So, can I ask a quick question?
Okay, go ahead.
So,
Last one.
I got you.
You don't get another one. You don't get another one.
I don't have any more. I don't have any more.
So like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Where do you see yourself?
I love this question. Okay, so I'm starting my doctorates this year. In 5 years, I plan on graduating with my doctorates. And then I plan on moving back home. Like I said, I'm from Atlanta. I live in Texas for school. So I plan on moving back home, starting my private practice as a therapist. And another thing on my list is I want to start a nonprofit that helps.
They didn't talk so long, they forgot Shorty was in the back, man.
Black youth get free access to therapy. And then I'm working on a book this year. So that's kind of my 5-year plan. And when I move back home, I'm planning on buying my first house. So.
When are you planning on moving back home, if you don't mind me asking?
She said one more question.
Yeah. It's time to pop. Okay, so we've got our 2 ladies left. You got to know a bit about both of them, but it is now time to pop one of their balloon.
Got to know a lot about Jordan.
Okay, so why was your balloon unpopped?
He's very attractive. I like what he had going on for himself, but I am glad he popped. They seem to be getting it in. I love it.
Okay.
So, but that's why you're very attractive. Everything you were saying was aligning with my values. So yeah.
Appreciate you.
Okay. So why'd you end up popping hers?
I would just say I connected with the other contestant more.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So let me have you scoot that way for me. Okay, Jordan, come on up here with us. All right, guys, up here you only get one last question, okay? If you don't have one, that's okay as well.
I'm sorry if you already answered. Do you have kids?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
So one question. So I live in Birmingham, Alabama.
Okay.
Is distance a problem for you? I know you said you plan on relocating to Atlanta.
Yes.
That's about like 2 hours away from where I
Yeah,
live.
distance is not a problem for me at all. I've never been to Alabama, and I don't know much about it. I don't think anybody knows much about it.
Yeah, you ain't missing
But-
nothing, by the way.
Yeah, so I'm not too
People
fond
don't know
of
about
Alabama,
Alabama?
but travel or distance is not an issue.
Bama. No,
Okay.
I'm not gonna take
Well,
that.
let me ask my final question then. Is it a yes for you for him?
Yes.
And is it a yes for you for her?
Yes.
We got a match!
But the prophecy foretold that it would not work.
I'll take the mic. All right, get your girl. Y'all can go on off. Make some noise, ladies. All right, let's bring out our next single guy.
Good luck, brother. Forgot who came on
Hello,
next.
welcome in. What's your name?
Never mind.
Sipp,
Sipp, how old are you?
33.
And what do you do?
I day trade and I own a barbershop.
Okay, nice. What do you like to do for fun?
I like to travel. I like to ride my motorcycle. I like to
I forgot. They completely
pretty much
just
just travel. That's my
nice.
hobby, and I make music. I'm an artist.
dang.
Okay, cool. What do you look for in a woman?
Dang.
Somebody that's honest, somebody that's loyal, somebody that.
Now let's keep it a stack, Sip. This could have been avoided completely.
His hair is nice.
The hair was not the problem. The fit is not bad. It's just not. It's not date attire. It looks like you about to go to a family picnic and chill with the homies. Which is not. That doesn't mean the fit's bad at all. It's just it's not the right fit for the time. You feel what I'm saying? But Sip probably could have came in nice clean black tee, some nice jeans. Some nice jeans, you feel me?
Little dress shoes.
Little dress shoes, and he would have been alright. But he came out here with the I got next fit. It was
Maybe
over.
his hair pulled back, not up.
Yeah, the pineapple is always cool, but sometimes it's not appropriate. You got to do the slick back.
That's
Could have been avoided though.
Wants to be out the streets for sure, and actually has a career.
Nice. And now, what are some of your deal breakers?
If you have an OnlyFans account, you can't do it.
Okay.
Any type of social media, can't do it.
Any social media?
If you're promoting on social media, your body.
Oh, okay. But they can have an Instagram.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. We ain't like.
Okay, no, I thought you meant they couldn't have any social media. That's why I had to clarify. Got it. Okay. All right, so we did get some pop balloons. Let's go on over there, see why they ended up popping. Okay, your name and age.
I'm Sydney and I'm 28.
Okay. And Sydney, why did you end up popping your balloon?
No initial attraction, not really my type.
And what makes him not really your type?
I'm just not attracted to his face.
Okay.
No, she's someone that's your type.
She is.
Thank you.
Thank you. Your name and age.
I'm Alicia and I'm 29.
And Alicia, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
I popped my balloon just for initial attraction. Same thing. I'm really not a fan of locks, and I just feel like I don't really love the way you accessorize totally, but I do think you're nice. Oh, and the motorcycle thing. I really am no-go to motorcycles. I just think they're so dangerous, and I just can't picture my man riding a motorcycle. They actually really freak me out, and I say that in the real world. No, I don't like to date guys. I just want my man to come home.
I can feel that. I see
they're
that.
scary to me. I've known some people who've been killed by
It's definitely a
motorcycles or
different
in a
lifestyle.
motorcycle accident, so I just don't love it.
Okay.
Thank you. Your name and age.
I'm Alexis and I'm 30.
And Alexis, why did you end up popping your balloon?
So initial impression, just not someone that I would go for if I was to see you out. And like she said, I want my man at home. So you own a barbershop, so I feel like you'd be out a lot. And then day trading, I'm not just.
This energy. What in the world?
I heard you got a barbershop, so that means you gonna be out a lot. He supposed to work. Like,
He can cut hair at home.
It's like, you know what my barber used to do? My barber used to show up in his pajamas, cut hair, and go home. He did not want to be there.
I'm not too sure what day trading is, but I just don't feel like there's a connection between us.
Okay.
No, she's someone that's your type?
Not really.
Okay,
But
and-
she's beautiful. She's beautiful for sure, but not really my type.
And what makes her not your type?
A little too tall. A little too tall for me. But she's beautiful.
All right, thank you.
All girls don't get no love.
Oh, she's got hers. Let's go here. Your name and age?
Makira, 29.
And Makira, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
It was just initial attraction, and then also the motorcycle thing. I can't
The
get
other
with it.
dude had a
That's just me, though.
motorcycle.
Personal
Okay.
preference.
Yeah, but they rejected him too.
Yeah, nobody likes a
Hey.
motorcycle.
Gotta be honest with yourself, for sure.
All right, now she's someone that's your type?
Not really. Not really, only because the hair is a little too much for me. I like people that's a little bit more laid back, quiet. You know, that hair is a little loud. But you're beautiful though. You're definitely beautiful. I like the goats.
Thank you. I
You
like
know?
yours too.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Let's head back this way because she ended up popping. Your name and age?
My name is Chanel, and I'm 30.
Chanel, why did you end up popping your balloon?
For one, you say your name is Sipp, right?
Yes,
Like,
correct.
did your mother name you that?
She didn't. That's a name I built for myself, and just hustling and just trying to be marketing myself. That's a name that stuck with me.
Okay, so that was like one of the things that's like, oh, you
Oh,
came
you want
out.
to know my government name, huh?
I mean, absolutely. Why not?
Oh, okay.
I mean,
all right. We
Yeah.
can talk about that later, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but really it was that, and then like your appearance. I think you're really attractive, but you seem like outside type, and then your tattoos. You got a Playboy bunny on your hand, and then a gun on here. It's like very much.
It's
a
old
story
things.
that's
It's old
telling.
things. You can't change what you did when you were 18. You know.
Okay.
So what did you do when you were 18, sir?
Oh,
Why did you have the gun?
allegedly.
Allegedly.
In GTA.
Where were you on the night of August 14th, 2016? You weren't cutting hair. You were cutting ops.
Got you.
Can't change.
Don't do that.
Only thing you can do is
Tattoo
change.
removal. It's used to
Tattoo
say
removal.
love, but
I don't wanna
it's still
forget
in
where I came
process. Understood.
That part.
But
If you forget where you came from, you'll never know where you're going.
understood. Got you. It tells a story
Bars.
for sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Got you.
Thank you.
And now is Chanel someone that's your type?
Yes, she is.
Also-
She's really beautiful.
Thank you.
I think it's funny we focused on the gun and all that, and it was like, yeah, but he also got some clippers on there. So it's like, if we're gonna say bad tattoos, then we also need to talk about the positive tattoos he got on there. His passion is clearly
Got a
barbering.
knuckle brace on there.
Yeah.
Those are illegal.
Thank you. Right. Let's go down over here. Your name and
Brass
age.
knuckles.
Hi, I'm Shaylin, and I'm 30.
And Shaylin, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
I just don't think we match each other's vibe.
Okay.
In what ways?
Vibes.
I don't like the goatee, the tattoos, the nose ring.
Okay. I can see that. You're very I'm curious. What do you do for a living?
Nothing. I'm in nursing school.
That's why you don't like it.
I don't.
Well taken care of.
Yeah.
Nice.
Again, she contributed nothing to this episode. If she wouldn't have been here, it
So
would
now
have
is she
changed.
someone that is your type?
She's beautiful, but no, this is tallness for me. It's tallness.
I understand. Yeah.
Thank you. Your name and age.
Hi, I'm Ty. I'm 27.
And Ty, why did you end up popping your balloon?
It's the outfit aesthetic. I don't like the gold, the mouth, stuff like that.
All right.
No, those come out? All of them? Or
The bottom does, but the top don't. They're
top
permanent.
down? Got it. Okay. And is she someone that's your type?
Not really, but you're beautiful.
Thank you.
But not really.
Okay. What makes her not really your type?
So since I own a barbershop, I don't work at the shop like that. It's just something to make money while I'm asleep. I don't care for the weave. Be honest. I since I went to school for it, I'm a cosmetologist at the well, so it's like
It's okay.
yeah, it's okay. I love it. It look good on you though, baby girl. It look good. Me personally, I don't. Not for
I
me.
do it all, so I like to wear my hair out, everything. I think the first time I was on here, I had my
came
hair
out with your
out.
own hair.
Yeah, so
Curious what that looks like.
bust down.
It looked great. Thank you. All right, let's go here. Your name and age.
My name is Annalicious, 28 years old.
Right. Annalicious, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
I'm gonna give you a compliment. Rastafari man, I love that. My uncle has rastas. I guess I popped because the maintenance of the rasta, are those extensions added to that?
No, that's my real hair, baby girl.
Yeah, I think it's just a lot, and I have short hair, and it's already like a lot to maintain. But you look handsome.
Not doing
Thank you
his
so-
hair.
Bro, this is why I said we be just saying anything. What the freak does his hair maintenance got to do with your hair maintenance?
Whether they're extensions or not, you're not doing them. Whether it's difficult to maintain or not, you're not doing them.
It got to that length without you. You think all of a sudden now it's your job to make sure it like what are we talking about, man? Okay.
It's already like a lot to maintain. But you look handsome. Thank you for coming. But just also the spark of joy, I'm not getting it. Maybe if I got to hear you a little bit more.
So realistically, you could have found the spark in any of these dudes if you actually had a conversation with them. But you and Tall Wonder over there pop on every dude along with girl in the white dress.
Shout out to the Tigers.
Like majority of the dudes could have been actually a lot of these ladies' types, but because they just popped off of superficial crap, they didn't even get to hear nothing important. So it's like you're talking about the spark. You didn't even have conversations with people.
Book by its cover.
Correct.
Okay, is she someone that's your type?
Yes, but honestly, no. I'm gonna be honest. You're definitely beautiful, but I like the naturalness of you. The makeup is not too much. It's very good. But the dark skin, I'm a light skinned guy, so I like light skinned people.
I've been outside a lot, so I'm usually lighter. But
no, you ain't gotta try to justify why you dark,
bro. Don't be ashamed of your skin. If you dark right now, then be dark, bro. That's so. Come on.
That
man.
statement alone, I'm light skinned, so I'm attracted to light skinned people is crazy.
Yeah, and then you over here trying to justify your skin tone. It's like, what are you
You
doing?
ain't gotta explain yourself to nobody.
What the freak are we doing, man? If you dark, be proud with it, man.
Yeah.
If you light, be proud with it, dog.
I wanted to get in touch with my melanin, so
Okay. Hey, you're doing a good job. Doing a good job, baby girl.
toasting. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, let's go here. Your name and age.
Hi, I'm LaPortia and I'm 30.
Okay, LaPortia, why'd you end up popping?
Well, like Chanel said, you said your name is Sipp. I'm sorry, I'm a grown woman. I'm not gonna call you Sipp. And I'm just not attracted. Thank you. Sorry.
Okay. I respect that.
Now, is she someone that's your type?
Yes. You are, but the dress is it's beautiful. It looks good on you. It's a little loud.
I'm loud.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm Puerto Rican, so I can't help it.
Look like this now, but I don't normally look like this, you know. But the colors.
Sipp, if you're trying to tell us that you normally dress more presentable and then you chose this fit, you deserve every pop that you got, man.
Yeah,
You
that is crazy.
You deserve every pop you got.
It's a little loud, but you look good with it.
I was about
You
to say
look
I'm
good.
Puerto Rican, so I have to I have to do something. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. I feel that.
Yeah.
I feel that.
All right, thank you.
Of course.
Okay, let's head on back. Did I miss anyone? Dang, ladies, we all really popped again? All right. Well, yeah, definitely a tough crowd, but that is all the balloons popped, unfortunately. Thank you so much for coming
Appreciate
on.
you.
I'll
Yes.
take the mic. Ladies, give it up for him.
Ooh, I'm sipping, I'm stumbling, I'm tripping.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning into this episode of Pop the Balloon or Find Love. If you'd like to be featured in any of our...
Yeah, this episode was rough. It was
I
very
don't know why
rough.
this was so hard to watch in the first time.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. Hey. All right, y'all. We got this one out the way. Of course, you guys can expect the other episodes that we missed to be getting caught up. But
Yes.
until then, bye.